Welcome in, everybody, back to Goblets&Warlocks, episode 13 of Dragonlance. Let's go and get right into it. We'll go cut over to T-Cat, who was on Bandwidth and Banter today, that I totally slipped through because, that nap turned into a full-blown sleep. So, T-Cat, go ahead and shout out your stream.
Hi, I'm T-Cat, and I paint miniatures on Monday, Tuesdays, Saturdays, and then I play D&D 3 times during the week, and tonight I'm playing D&D.
And if you're not following Stormy D, go ahead and check out Stormy D because that's where she was at for Bandwidth and Banter. Make sure you go shout them out. Shout them out. Go check them out. Jesus. I gave them a shout out, so there's their link. All right. Silver Wolf.
Yeah, I know we stream Fridays after D&D. I'm on. Oh, brother. I'm on here and on every other Saturday at JR's doing D&D as well. I normally do FPS as well. Dios mío. Sorry. Had to yell at the kids. It's a crazy fiasco. We enjoy it, so hope you do too.
Alrighty. And Vera.
Hi, I'm Nyla. I have not streamed in over a week. I'm waiting for my fellow players that I usually stream with to come back online. They were having some problems with their Streamlabs, but I will be back and playing Diablo next week.
And then Old Man Garrus.
Hello, everyone. I stream, let's see, Tuesdays through Sundays, typically. I am just returning from a break. My normal things that I stream are space survival games and D&D, as we've now been spending the last number of episodes doing world building and looking at chat's player characters and homebrews for feedback on it.
Very nice. And everybody, I'm on a new audio interface. Done a couple test streams this past week, but this is the first one for a D&D stream. So if there's anything off or you can't hear us, please put in chat and let us know. That being said, there is rewards that if you're first time here, you can do. There's some rewards there for like gifting, subscriptions, followers, and all this stuff. You can give stuff to help out the party. And hello, Nerd Holla. Welcome in. Can I get a shout out for Nerd Holla, please? Make sure you go check her out. She does some amazing paintings. She's doing a lot more D&D too. Make sure you go check her out. There's also viewer rewards. I've added 2 more. I'm getting a lot of, blowback from, but hurt them more and hurt them more even harder. So it's great. A lot of people ask for stuff like that, so I added it. It was off to a big hit for last episode, but yeah. And then if you're not a member of the Discord, !Discord, join the Discord. Weasel is giving away a haversack full of miniature dice. So make sure you get enter in for those. I think there's about like 9 days or so left of that. And she'll be doing it again next month too. So if you miss out on this month, you can still get it in for next month. October is our charity stream every Tuesday. We establish an important part of the timeline for my new world, Vetus. We got actually 3 of the players in here, which is Lorwyn, or T-Cat, Silver, and Garrus. They're all joining me for the charity event, so it should be a great one. Got Tribunal and another value member of our Discord. And then Runaway Robot's possibly going to make an appearance if he doesn't take on work. So we have a great cast for that, so it's going to be good. It's going to be for charity, Breast Cancer Awareness Month for October. My mom's a survivor. It's great. It's a great thing. I'm trying to do that yearly, too. And lastly but not least, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what's your favorite part. If you don't feel like leaving a comment, just leave an emoji, something. Great. We'd love to hear from you. And, yeah. And by the way, YouTube, all those links I was just talking about, also down in the comments or description. One or the other. They're down there somewhere. So with that being said, T-Cat rolled the lowest for recap, but I don't know if Garrus is going to take the recap.
I gave the thumbs up emoji. I,
So that you want me to do it?
They want the voice.
Oh, Lord.
And this
Well,
voice
that would
just
be
doesn't
you.
do
Okay.
no, this voice just doesn't do it for them.
All right. This is going to be a long one because this was I think we hit 5 hours.
All right. Well,
on the stream.
don't do it yet because
I'm
we
not
gotta
gonna-
do it. Yeah. But
Yep,
so
yep.
you can go ahead and give yourself Dean's inspiration and our rewards, and cut over to the intro, and we'll be back, guys.
Always knew a missing piece, waiting in the dark, like a quiet melody. That if I listened hard, I could hear the sound rising from the ground. Every moment until now, I was dying to change from a spark to a flame. I want fire, fire. Burns bright, I'm fighting to reach it, but the higher, higher I fly and falling to pieces inside. Even when it's hot, even when it's high, I'm never gonna quit, never gonna stop. Fire, fire. Tonight I'm lighting up the black sky. On the edge of giving up, letting go tonight. I have waited long enough. When I close my eyes, I can hear the sound rising from the ground. Wanna let it out, 'cause I'm starting to change from a spark to a flame. I want fire, fire. Burns bright, I'm fighting to reach it, but the higher, higher I fly and falling to pieces inside. Even when it's hot, even when it's high, never gonna quit, never gonna stop. Fire, fire. Tonight I'm lighting up the black sky.
Welcome back, everybody. Bellroom, would you like to lead us into tonight's recap?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Well, we started the night still back in the city. Remember, we had left off where we were missing a party member who seemed to have deserted everyone. So as we're getting ready to leave there with the army, we were going to go out in advance. We noticed that Vera had a wonderful crown of flowers on, but for some reason, Lorwyn did not have the crown on. And we couldn't figure out, right after somebody had given that to both of them. So special and such a wonderful, touching moment that happened over in the stables. What happened to that for Lorwyn? She didn't seem to remember what happened, but we made it out of there, made it outside of the keep. Carrie decided to go and take a 6-hour watch to try to figure out how many soldiers there were and see what their schedule was like, what their paths were. Really, really smart. Took a lot of information for us so that we would know. We figured out there were 20 soldiers at any given time. 3 of them were in the courtyard, and there were a couple of additional Draconians. So not everyone was a Draconian. While Carrie was out there, out of nowhere, mysteriously, a giant horn jumps out of the bag of holding. Now, we know it was not there. So Carrie is telling us this was not there. It just pops out of there and water starts spilling out. No one knows anything about this, how it even got there, what it's there for. But luckily, Vera decided to go and test it, found that it was fresh water. It was not salt water on there. So we just kind of kept it because, we don't know what it's for. And maybe it's a MacGuffin. Who knows? So we're keeping it. We'll figure it out later. How things just appear in the bag. Very, very strange. The plan is we're going to sneak over there. Get in at night. So we're going to have Carrie, Vera, and Lorwyn get up there and then throw down a rope so that the rest of us can come up there. Dariet is with us, which is really strange because we left him to be the guard while we were resting at our campsite. He failed miserably during that. And we're going to get to that right now, because while we were waiting in camp, just kind of standing there, Belram got bored. I just started talking to Lucky and whispering to Lucky, and Lucky was talking back. It was really kind of a little strange. But Carrie decided, hey, let's do an endurance test. So the challenge was they're going to go from a starting point, run far away to a tree that was on the other side of a clearing, chop it down, and run back. And the first one who makes it back wins. Pretty straightforward. Belram offered an axe to Carrie because Carrie didn't have one, and it didn't go well. When they went to take off, we decided that if you've ever seen the Fast and Furious movies where the cars are all lined up, they're ready to go, and then there's someone that shows up in the middle, and usually they're like, ready, set, go, and something happens, they drop a flag or something. Well, Jean decides that that's going to be her. So Jean's there, does the ready, set, and then puts the hand up, and a puff of black and red smoke appear out of nowhere. Now, Belram remembers a conversation he had with Carrie a while ago. Whenever there was magic, they were going to yell out, look, magic, so that Belram would see it. Well, this time Belram was like, I see it, and no one else. So he yells out, look, magic, at the top of his lungs, because that's what they'd been doing. So he does that. Carrie's already, 100 feet away. And Belram's like at the starting line, literally just there, hasn't even moved. Unfortunately, remember that Dariet person who was supposed to be watching out for guards? I guess he was more interested in watching the race because guards heard that. And we all had to scramble to get in cover on that point. So we all run, get in cover. The guards show up, right? The patrol, really, they're not guards. The patrol shows up. They're looking around and they're talking. They're like, oh, I thought I heard someone. They're, no, you're imagining things again. Stop drinking, and all that kind of conversation that happens with them. We stayed undercover. They left. So it was really good. We were very, very lucky. Dariet is, as punishment, he gets to do 2 more guard duties as we're trying to rest so that we can go and sneak in the castle. So let's talk about that, sneaking in the castle, because that was the fun part. So the plan is, I'm going to recap. 3 people go up, they take a rope, throw it down the roof, down the wall from the roof so that the other 3 party members can join them. Pretty straightforward. And D&D, it's always that easy, right? Right? Yeah. So we'll start with the getting up to the top. Piece of cake. Everybody makes it up there. Carrie's up there like nothing. Just poof, literally appears at the top. Vera's a little like, you know what? I'm going to use a Misty Step and just help myself get up there. Gets up to the top, up there with Carrie. And they decide, hey, we're going to take this rope and this grappling hook, tie it up here, and let's make sure that we can get Lorwyn up here, and then the rest of the party can get up there. So the rope is tied. Everything is all set up for that. Carrie looks down, sees a couple of levels, describes it to the party members. They're going to sneak and try to, disable every single one of the horns that are there so that nobody will know that we're attacking and alert everybody else on there. That's the plan. So outside, you have Belram, you have Jean, you have Dariet, who are just waiting for the signal to run. They're about 120, 130 feet away at the edge of the woods, just waiting. And somehow Jean is going to know how they're going to make it up there, what the signal is, because it's not going to be like, hey, there's an explosion, quick, run. Somehow she'll know it's safe for us to make it there. So they're waiting at that point. Carrie decides, hey, I'm going to go down this one side and take a look and just make sure that, everything is clear and we can make it down there. Sounds really good. Vera goes on the other side. She's going to be looking down to make sure that it's also clear on that side of the roof, just taking their time. Nobody wants to do anything wrong, right? So as Vera is going to her side of it, unfortunately, the concrete, very, very poorly made, just shoddy workmanship entirely there. So as she's sneaking around to get to the edge of the roof and look over the edge, her foot slips on some of that concrete, making some noise. There are some guards who are down on the courtyard, they start looking around like, what made that noise? Everyone should be sleeping except for the guards, and they wouldn't be making the noise. But while they're looking at that side, Vera's like, or Carrie is like, hey, I'm going to go down here and look through this doorway. And I'm going to look inside, open it up just a creak, because she listened. She heard people sleeping, and she heard somebody walking, pacing back and forth. So that must be the guard. And she said, hey, I'm just going to look inside when I hear the guard walking in the opposite direction, which would have been fantastic. A beautiful roll on that, just absolutely beautiful, to quietly open the door and look in. Unfortunately, with the concrete falling from Vera, that alerted the guards, and that guard who had been walking away had stopped and was facing the door just as Carrie opened it up. Alarm starts, and all we hear is roll for initiative. Most dreaded words you'll ever hear in your entire life. It's horrible. So we start. Everyone's ready to go.
When she tried to climb up to the roof is when they alerted to her, when she failed trying to climb back up to the roof.
I tried to climb up the roof and then I fell down. Landed on me bum.
But that was... did I skip that? No, wait for Jeannie. I may have... I know I have that. Oh, yeah, here it is. Carrie checks the door since part of the roof fell, make people a little more alert. Carrie stays upside, tries to climb back up the wall, and falls, and is seen by them. You're right. Thank you. I have so many notes here. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'll try. I'm going to try to
all that. That's the only thing you get wrong. We forgive you. I'm going to step out and say there are 11 rounds of combat that we went through, and 11 rounds of that 5 hours took. What do you guys think? Probably the good 4 hours of it, because so much happened, and I strongly recommend go watch the VOD. It was incredible. But I'm going to summarize this with some of the wonderful things that happened and not so wonderful. So we have 3 people outside. They're unaware that there's been noise inside the castle. That's Jean, Dariet, and Belram. Inside, we have Carrie, Vera, and Lorwyn that are there. Lorwyn is still at the top on the roof, kind of towards the back, unaware that Carrie has been spotted, or that we've had some concrete slide down, or Carrie tried to climb back up. Completely unaware at this time. So we start, the combat begins, unfortunately, on that. Carrie attacks. The first thing that happens with her attack, shoots an arrow in one cheek, out the other cheek of the enemy. It was a magnificent shot. Totally went through it. Unfortunately, it did not kill the enemy, which was bad because the enemy was able to wake others up, saying that there were intruders on there. Now, at this point, this is where it starts to go bad, because you remember those rewards in the channel? Somebody redeemed give the DM a natural critical 20 on the first attack roll, and that was for Carrie. And so this is where the very first of many javelins that we all encountered decided to hit Carrie in the back, doing both piercing and fire damage. Incredibly painful. That was as she was climbing up. Lorwyn is seeing her climb up there, sees this giant javelin just appear there, and all thoughts of Ziggy come back into our head and how much we miss him, even though he's betrayed us somehow. But we get that. The message is sent out from Lorwyn, get over here now. So everyone starts running to try to get there, still being quiet because not sure what's happened. No loud alarms have been sounded that can be heard from outside there. Vera's jumping down at this point, going to disable one of the alarms or one of the horns that's underneath her. As jumps down, there are guards that are at the door, lands right on top of one, knocking it down, and is able to disable the warning horn, which is fantastic. One of them is down. Jean Belram are running again to the castle, still haven't made it all the way up. They were that far away. It's going to take 2 rounds for them to get on there. Carrie jumps back up, lands a perfect, like in the Olympics, this would be a 10, a perfect 10 on the landing from the roof down to the first layer. From there, decides I'm going to go all the way down to the ground level, another
perfect 10. If the Summer Olympic Committee were around, they would be like, hey, we need you for gymnastics. Absolutely beautiful. That good. Carries, activates the boots of speed, goes running across the courtyard to go for the second horn right now, to go and disable that. Makes it upstairs, makes it outside the door at that point. Vera now has 2 attackers that she is engaged with, one in front of her, one in back. She's done damage to one. The other one is undamaged. They have flaming longswords at this point. They take some swings. It's a few swings and a hit. One did get a critical fail, which gives Vera the opportunity to attack them. Unfortunately, was unable to hit them there. So some damage was taken. They weren't all hit, but Vera's starting to take some damage. Not looking good when you already have 2 people right there and you're inside of the barrack doorway. These are probably the other ones, and the alarm has been sounded in that room there. Lorwyn, seeing that combat is happening right now, decides, hey, I'm going to go jump down 1 level. And this door is open. Let me look inside of there. Takes a look inside, starts seeing that and hears the noises of combat over there. Looks across the courtyard and sees one of these soldiers, one of the guards, running towards the stables, opening the doors for the stables. Well, Lorwyn is really good at this, decides we're just going to burninate you, and just throws this giant thing of fire right at it. Beautiful hit, kills it right there, goes completely burny on that, and that enemy is taken out. The doors are open, the enemy is taken out, all things are good. And Carrie is like right past that, about to take out the second horn. So this is looking really good, except for Vera, and we're about to get there. Vera takes some more damage. They really come and start attacking her. 2 big hits, just do some damage, but Vera is able to get some damage out there. Spurts of blood are coming out of one of the enemies right there, and they look really, really injured. Belram is finally at the top, and Jean and Dariet are halfway up the ropes coming around there. Looking around, the only thing that Belram sees is Lorwyn. That's it, no one else. And hearing some noises, but not really sure what's going on. Yells out at Lorwyn, what's going on? And all he hears Lorwyn say is, someone fucked up. That's not a good thing, right? Carrie's down there. She decides, hey, you know what? I know the gods have deserted us, but I'm going to pray anyways because we need all the help we can. Decides to go inside these other barracks. Sees that there are 2 guards in there. One is sleeping. One is not really looking inside the keep, but paying attention outside like a good guard would do in a guard tower. Goes all sneaky up on it and completely assassinates it. 1 hit takes it out. Decides, hey, this other one that's here, that's sleeping, they're sleeping. I'm just going to leave them here. They're fine. Well, I don't need to worry about that. And goes, disables the horn, leaves, closes the door so that they're in there and they won't hear any of the noises. Good plan, right? We all thought so too. Right. All of a sudden, outside of the stables, a dragon appears and a rider with the dragon. Things have turned really bad really quickly on this point. Nobody expected that to come out of there. We thought they're going to open the barracks, they're getting on the horses to get out of there. So that doesn't work well. Vera is still inside the other barracks, taking some damage. We hear the other guards that were sleeping now awake because of all the ruckus that is happening in there. There is combat. Swords and shields are banging together. The other guards are waking up and getting ready because they only see Vera that's right there. Lorwyn starts backing up into the shadows because it's like, hey, I don't want them to see me, right? I mean, I got this pretty hat on and no garland of flowers. I don't know what happened to it, but I don't want them to see me. So instead decides, hey, you know what? They're all grouped together. Let's fireball them because that's what you want to do. And it was a beautiful fireball. Fireball number 2. We're going to keep track of that. This is number 2. Absolutely devastating, wonderful attack on there. And was just like, hey, this is absolutely fantastic. Belram's turn on the roof. He sees a dragon and a person out in the courtyard. He hears fireball going off and a huge explosion, heat coming up from the roof up through his feet that he's on. He can hear Vera coming out from somewhere over to his left direction. All of a sudden, in front of him and next to Darian, someone appears. And it's the dragon rider themselves. Somehow, from all the way in the middle of the courtyard, they appear right in front of them. No poof, no running, just appears. It was wonderful, wonderfully bad, because at that point, Dariet becomes Dariet the Damage Sponge, as this captain decides, I'm going to go and take out this person as fast as I can. And it really was very, very fast. There were a lot of big hits on Dariet. Jean is trying to keep him up, drops a couple of spells to heal him and bring him up. Belrum, I'm trying. I'm really trying. Very few hits, enough to distract him, but not enough to kill him. Somehow I'm able to jump back 30 feet after every single attack. It's that surge of energy in me. That's what's getting me able to jump away 30 feet. That's, adrenaline is a wonderful thing. While they're fighting up there again, Vera's taking out these enemies. Lorwyn's still going and pinging away at the enemies that are on there. It looks like the party is going to be overrun. A giant Balrog looking guard called Biggest Dickus appears out of nowhere and is up on the roof. Same place that the captain is there. It's like, we might as well call him Sergeant Slaughter, because he is laying so much damage down on poor Darius right now. Lots of fights are happening. The dragon's on there. We've got fireballs going off. You can hear Vera attacking. Carrie is running in. Carrie's now making a dash for the gate to try to open the gate so that the army, who is still a little ways away but would be able to get in if we open the gate, will have that entry into that. So all of this is happening on there. While Carrie's running to the gate, two guards appear over there that were on the ground level and decide to engage her. And unfortunately, more javelins appear inside of Carrie and through Carrie. Carrie drops. Here we go. Jean says, no, you're not going to drop. Let's get back up. We get back up. Let's see, Jean brings Vera up. Yeah, so we can try again, because the door is going to take a while for it to come up there. Balrum's finally able to take out the sergeant that's there, the guy, and turns to charge at the giant creature that is up there. It looks somewhat familiar from one of the prior combats that they had. Before he does that, looks over at the dragon who's right there, who just saw his rider get destroyed, and offers him a deal and says, help us and don't attack us, and you'll be free to kill as many draconians as you want. And then charges into the big guy and throws him down 2 levels onto the ground level. The roll was not good. I will say that. If I step out of character for a moment, he rolled a 4. That's it. The dragon rolled a 3. And so the dragon, on his next turn, picks up his captain, his rider, and flies away and leaves the party alone without attacking them. The Balrog's on the ground. The party is almost all on the ground except for Vera, who is still on the first level, decides, I'm going to try to jump down and get out of this combat situation that I have. Lorwyn is also up there on the other side. Vera, unfortunately, doesn't quite land that landing perfectly. It's not quite a 10. Actually slips a little bit on that, but it's okay. On the ground level, unfortunately, there were a couple of guards there who decided, you know what, we're also going to make a pincushion out of Vera. Actually, no, you already dropped, right? So you did not drop on this one. So again, lots of combat. I
dropped a long time ago and was hit by that fireball, but go ahead.
Yeah, Lorwyn's fireballs are indiscriminate. They are there to just burn. And Lorwyn is very, very, very good at that. Very good. Good enough that the entire combat, Lorwyn did not take a single point of damage. Totally, completely untouched in this. Everyone else took damage. Jean took some massive hits. Carrie and Vera. We lost Darian. He actually dropped. Completely dead. He had to be brought back to life by Gene. Even Belrum was one hit away from dropping on there. As we cleared out the remaining enemies that were there, and Carrie is back up. Luckily, we get to see, or Carrie gets to be attacked by the one that she left sleeping, who, well, decides you're our enemy and starts attacking Carrie. And Carrie just absolutely flips, loses it, shows Belram how rage should be used correctly, and completely destroys this final enemy, saying, I left you sleeping and alive. Why did you attack me? And just absolutely, there was like a mist where that person had been a little while ago, and maybe some pieces of cloth around, as Carrie just devastated that one there. At the end, what did we hit? What did we say? We had 20 some odd enemies in the keep overall that the party was able to clear out. The gate was open so the army could come in. And I think, Jugan, do we want to do something with the cook? I think you said the cook was still alive, correct?
I have plans.
Okay, so we think we have cleared out the fort and are taking a breather because of the combat that just happened. Jugan, all yours.
20 minutes later. As you all, Gene went up to revive Dariet. Dariet is all sorts of messed up, but he's able to be revived. Not completely healed, obviously, but revived. As the armies of Raven, or armies, the little small band of vigilantes, we'll call them that, I guess, force comes in, and they see y'all kind of messed up. They start clearing out the rest of the buildings. They go into where the cook is at. The cook is set back, waiting for anybody to come in the door. As they go in, the cook tries to lash out. The first person, Raven, just parries the spear or the javelin and just cuts him right in the throat and drops him right there. And then you see ones are up. I think everybody's up, but like pretty bad shape. You see Ziggy riding on a horse with them coming through the gate. And that's where we pick up. What would y'all like to do?
Deserter.
Oh, by the way.
I found him.
By the way, T-Cat, thank you for the tier 3 sub.
No. Weasel.
Weasel, thank you for the
That other one.
Weasel, thank you for the tier 3 sub. She gave her advantage to Laura Lynn, which is T-Cat, Belrum, and Vera. So I gave her 3 advantages for that tier 3 sub.
Ooh.
Jeez. Love you very much. Don't deserve it, but we love you. Anyway, continue. Sorry. I meant to head on that before we restarted. But go ahead.
Carrie's just gonna like fall down wherever she's standing and just like put her head between her knees, like, oh my god.
I'm assuming like Ziggy's running in with a team of people who are gonna, kind of come in and help secure the area.
We have a raid from Yell Drab. Welcome in, everybody. Yell Drab.
Help securing, help secure the area.
Welcome in, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome in. We're just getting started. Just finished a recap, and we're picking up from last week's battle, where everybody's kind of messed up. But if you're just joining us, thank you. We're a team of D&Ders, and here's some rewards if you'd like to help out the party. Yeah, Ziggy, you riding in, like, I imagine, like, towards, like, somewhere in the middle or the back of the party as the group, because you met up with them. And as you come in, you see the rest of your party complete. Like, Dariet is barely conscious. Vera's barely conscious. Like, a lot of people are just... The only person that doesn't seem fucked up is Lorwyn. Everybody else is kind of fucked up.
All right. Well, we're rushing in. I'm giving commands to like the little crew, the team I'm with. Go heal that, secure that. We're kind of coming in, trying to rescue the situation, stuff like that. If we have healers, that kind of thing, they're going to go and start tending to wounds and things like that. And I'm going to come up and be like, "Well, guys, what happened?"
Oh, look, it's the deserter.
I did not bring any dessert. I'm sorry. So what happened to you guys on this on your mission?
You mean our mission, since you were there when we were given the mission and then you disappeared?
Well, noble dwarf, there's lots of different aspects to a war. This is one battle that we did. I had other things to attend to, which I will get into shortly. I was doing helpful things, looking ahead, seeing the overall strategy, seeing the overall war and stuff like that.
Wow, that's
I had
great.
every faith in your guys' ability to handle this mission without me. You guys are strong, noble warriors. I think you could easily take care of this. And I was right. Y'all are alive. And it looks like some crazy stuff went down here. So what happened?
Insight check.
Roll an insight check. And what do you
Also, Carrie's.
What are you inciting, Vera?
If he actually came to help, if he seems like he's nervous or anything.
All right, roll an insight check.
Carrie's still on the ground with her head between her legs.
What'd you get?
Not one.
Oh no.
So the blood that's running down your face for all this damage, whatever's kind of you're trying to get out of your eyes. You're not even quite sure if it's Ziggy at this point who's saying this. It just sounds an awful lot like Ziggy.
All right, I'm gonna
So,
go up to Kiri
Ziggy, where were
instead.
you?
Well, I mean, I was going to find out what you guys were up to first, but if you must know, I found out a lot of stuff about the overall evil campaign we're waging against. If you must know, as we were getting ready for this battle,
as you're about to say this, Raven walks up and says, "Excuse me, who did you say you're leading this band of war party?"
To what?
Raven comes up. She's the one leading this and says, "Who did you say was leading this band of war party?"
Well, we're all, it's a democratic situation. We're all working together. But I mean, you're officially in charge of this particular party that I'm riding with. Yes.
Well, let's finish clearing out the fort before we, start talking. Because
Sure.
Are you in charge of the party? I asked whoever just came up, Raven.
That was Raven, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know, right? I don't know who Raven is.
She was
So,
the mayor
I'm-
of Vogler.
Oh, that's Raven.
Yeah, that Raven.
I'm not from Vogler, remember?
Yeah, but you have met her.
I have. So, Raven, were you working with him? Because the guards at the castle didn't see him, and nobody could find where he went after we were in the tent with you talking about this attack. He just disappeared.
Yeah,
We went to the castle and we searched and we asked a large number of people for him where he went, and nobody knew where he was, nor was he in there, because we all, Vera, Carrie, and myself, searched through the castle and talked to the guards and the chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah, we were out here waiting for you guys to open the gate, and within the night he rode in and offered his services. He kept talking about some lord or something, but I don't know. We didn't pay that much mind because we had to take the castle, and then for some reason he thought he was in charge. And it's fine. We still need to clear out the... I think we got some people in the jail cells. Did y'all put them there? I mean, I don't know what's...
No.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to finish clearing out the rest of this fort.
It's pretty clear at this point.
Well, there's treasure and stuff y'all want it. If not,
No, I'd like a people, sir.
Yeah. Well, if it's clear, then why don't we just find somebody in, the cook, the kitchen?
Okay, you know what? We left you something at least.
Look at Lorwyn like, I like you.
And then, as you're having this conversation, where Vera went down, somebody cut somebody else out and kits him, like one of the soldiers, the Calaman soldiers, stab one of the Dragon Army soldiers and kits him out the door onto the balcony. Oh, another one! He's dead, though. Don't worry. And she looks at you, Laura, and she's like, really? Clear it out, huh?
Starts counting all the other dead bodies. Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Gene, can you bring somebody else back to life if they happen to die?
Not right now, no. I'm completely drained, but I also need a diamond, and I just used it. So, yes and no.
So, did y'all
Within
like,
the first
sorry,
No, you're good.
did y'all like, search for clues, anything where the army came from? Look for, is there a room with battle maps that say where all the different regiments are, anything like that?
Listen, Mr. Late to Get Here. Looks
just
over
asking.
at all the other bodies. We just finished, sir.
Just now.
Give us a breather.
I mean, I came in to try to help.
Wait,
How
remember,
about, yeah, you know
hold
what?
on.
Maybe you can do that. Maybe you can start good looking.
But
Sure.
Lorwyn, no. He was planning. He
Planning
knows
what?
all this information. He already told us that. So he already knows probably all of the groups that are out there and where they're attacking. Right? He said we was studying the big picture. So he must know that and be willing to share with at least the mayor and the party that he allegedly is helping.
I actually do know a lot of stuff. I'd be willing to share it, but I was trying to find out what you guys discovered and what you guys dealt with.
Nothing yet.
After you, please. We'll fill in the gaps.
A little bit, Mayor Raven's forces bring out from the prison this Kinder. She's like, hands off me, I'm a famous adventurer, damn it! You must know who back!
I believe I saw it upstairs. Follow this modeling.
Thank you, fella Kinder.
Hello.
Who has a high passive perception?
I got 16.
15.
Yeah, 14.
14.
Never mind. As she walks up the stairs, goes gathers her hoop pack, and kind of walks out the gate. I just wanted to explore.
I assume she had other things in her pocket, but
Y'all didn't see it.
oh no, I mean just because she was Kinder,
Mhm.
I assumed that.
She may or may not just stolen something, but y'all did not see.
That's all right. She probably deserved it.
And they had another Calaman soldier.
She just waltzed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just letting her go.
Oh.
Like, this is out of character. Carrie's still sulking, but we're just letting her go.
Where did she come from?
She was one of the.
Where did she go?
Cotton
She
Eye
was
Joe.
she was in the jail cells that y'all didn't get to.
Oh, well, that's okay. Ziggy's fully healthy here. He can go after the Kender.
Yeah.
Ziggy, go.
I mean, we gotta
Why-
chase down Kinders for some reason.
You do
I thought they
now.
just went up to go get their hoop pack. I'm a little.
Well, it's they were obviously in the cell. You know, we might want to question them unless you already know what they know.
Well, you got the Kinder out of the cell, and then he immediately ran off.
That's what out of
I
character.
mean,
That's
right
what the
through
DM
our
said.
little army too. So
Yeah.
bye.
Well, I was looking somewhere else. I mean, if you want me to go chase the Kinder, I will.
Yes. Good. Good, Jason Kender.
Okay. I'd run off chasing the Kinder.
All right, give me a survival check.
Heck yeah. We did a 28.
Nice.
You see the footprints of a little small kinder. I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but with a 28, somehow you pick out these kinder-sized footprints among a bunch of horses and footprints of everything of the freaking force that just came in. Head off into the woods.
Okay, I follow the tracks.
All right, give me an investigation or perception check.
Or perception?
Mhm.
I'll go with perception. That's better. 14.
Do not seem to see her anywhere. Because she rolled really high on her stealth.
Yeah. Well, I figure a Kinder would be difficult to
Mhm.
find. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna call out, hey, we don't mean you any harm. We just wanted to find out what had happened to you that you ended up in prison. Could you come out and talk to us? I'm just calling out to the woods.
You get nothing back.
Well, did they get their hoopak then? They recovered
They
that
walked up,
and
got
then
their
ran off,
hoop pack, and then left.
and then just took off. All right. I guess I mean, I could continue chasing after them. I would assume, like, even though I can't see them, I can still follow the tracks.
Well, the tracks led into the woods, and
Okay.
with that, you eventually see that the tracks fade away into a large brush. So, if you want to keep chasing it, you feel like it'd be a lot harder now.
Right. I'll give one more attempt to try to find the Kinder, trying to track him.
All right, give me a survival with disadvantage for this.
Let's see. Disadvantage. We did a 14.
You're not able to. As you're looking, you can actively see now that they're trying to cover their tracks as they take off.
Sure. I'm going to try calling out one time. Please, we're just trying to find some information. Will you come talk to us?
You hear a far, far distance. Talk to the lovely guy in your cell. I told him everything. And she kept on walking.
Okay, I tried my best. I'll journey back.
All right. They bring out the other guy. Let's see. Yeah, she basically the other guy. His name is what is his name? Named Lionel Brent. He explains to you guys that he was sleeping off a drink from the night before in the jail cell when the fortress was taken. And he explains that the Kinder girl, she topped his head off the whole time and told him like every story that she ever knew like twice over. He was so sick of seeing her. So, and he would have told you basically everything. The desk within the jail cell will just say there's 200 steel coins. thieves' tools that was confiscated by the Kinder, but she failed to get. The kitchen. The cook's prized possessions is a pair of salt and pepper shakers worth 20 steel coal. They are lovely and carved and resembles black and white dragons. In each of the barracks rooms, where is it at? I know it has. Oh yeah. Each of the bunks are simple wooden footlockers. Each holds 2 sets of common clothes worth 10 steel coins. And there are. And in one footlocker hole contains a silvered longsword and the holy symbol of Takesis and the key. And the key for the gate controls.
There's the key.
Yeah, I found the key.
So how many sets of clothes were there? Was it just the 2?
And there was another key that the commander that carries, the one that came out after you carry. He also had one on, like one of the keys. How many sets? There are. There's 12. 12.
So 10 steel times 12?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 12. It's a dozen. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. No, it's each set's of bunk beds, so there's 6 of them. So there's six times 10. Each bunk bed has its own bunk or a footlocker.
Cool.
But yeah, Mayor Raven gets a small force to hurry and get Dariet back to Calaman, and she offers you to take a rest here while she sets up her forces to man a watch around the post and what's left of the post that wasn't fireballed. Yeah, there was one
I'll
fireball.
take you up on that.
There was one firebolt and one fireball. That's one thing that Thor messed up on. So, she sets you up anywhere you like in the corner in the courtyard or whatever with some tents and stuff, and you can have a chance to recuperate. And now talk about anything that you wish. Now you're ensured the fortress is safe.
And
Carrie,
we would get
what
about
happened?
46. We would get about 46 steel each
Thank you.
from that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Carrie has been very quiet this entire time, not even said 2 words to anyone. And Bellerum, you say that to her?
I do.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought. I don't know. Just I need some rest. And she turns away and goes to whatever quarters she's been assigned.
You're not given any quarters. You just given because the place was fireballed. Most of the stuff is burned up, so they give you a nice tent area. Like
It was?
Yeah.
What about the other
Fireballs.
3
Isn't that weird?
towers that the other guards had been sleeping in?
No, those were watchtowers. They were standing watch. They weren't sleeping in it.
But they were sleeping.
One
I
was
thought
taking
half
a
of them were
nap when it wasn't
sleeping.
supposed to be.
Yeah, like it wasn't a bed. It was like a.
Just laying on the floor.
But
sleeping.
it's covered, so you could still sleep in there regardless.
Either or.
Either or.
Yeah, now Carrie retreats to her tent.
Bellerum, you're still off camera, by the way. Anybody else?
Ziggy,
Yes.
that wonderful information that you've been gathering while you were deserting us. What was
Well,
that?
first of all, there was no desertion. There was a splitting
Oh no, I'm
of
just rephrasing what Belram
yeah.
suggested.
I understand the our battle-hardened friend there. It's just very much like everyone has to be involved in the combat, but sometimes people go off and they find information, intelligence, military intelligence, that kind of stuff. I was off on a quest like that. I don't know. Maybe I should have told you guys what I was doing, but if you had just checked the library, I was in there researching some of the history of these realms that we live in, and trying to find out a little bit more about why the gods came back, why these armies are attacking, all that kind of stuff. The thing is the gods are back. The gods provided me with a vision. I was walking down the hall on my way to get ready for the battle, and I was struck. Struck. I couldn't see what was around me, and I just had a bizarre and scary vision. I could tell it came to me, from the gods themselves, as a warning, trying to tell us, trying to tell us something. In this vision, I saw a rider, a knight, a dark figure in armor. But he was completely skeletal, glowing eyes, right? He had a pennant, coming off of him, riding a skeletal horse, had a pennant coming off of him that had, if I recall, it was a black rose.
Correct.
Yes. That had a burnt black rose on it, dribbling down and things like that. I got a sense that this was a vision of a warning, an information on what this is. So I immediately, once the vision had concluded, I went to the keep's, library basically, and started doing some research, trying to started figuring out this black rose, right? What I found out is that there's a noble order. We're kind of familiar of them now. They've fallen a little bit now. There are some very noble members of the order. He's kind of looking at Vera currently, but in general, this order has fallen. What I found out is in the past it was this huge thing, right? This is the Knights of Solmania. They were this huge group that defended the realm all over the place, and they were known far and wide as these noble knights. They defended everybody from evil. They're just generally a good team of guys. Everyone looked up to them. I know now we don't really know as much about them, but they were a huge noble order kind of back before the cataclysm. In fact, their heraldry, and I'm like looking at pointing out the shield I have. This is, you probably know, this is the current Knights of Solmania, emblem, heraldry or whatever. But we kind of almost think of them as a dead order now, but they were very lively back in the day. I found out why. The world kind of rejected and was why the Knights of Solmania have fallen to a certain degree was because of one guy, right? Back during the cataclysm, there's this one dude named Lord Soth, right? Everyone following me? There's this one dude named Lord Soth, right? He was charged by the gods to rescue the cataclysm. He and the other Knights of Solmania were supposed to ride out and literally rescue the world from the cataclysm. He got distracted by a mission of revenge and jealousy, and ended up, rather than going to save the Cataclysm, went to go, I believe, murder one of his wives and children. He has a very complicated backstory or whatever. Anyway, he single-handedly prevented the Knights of Solmania from preventing the Cataclysm back in the day, right? That is unfortunately why so many of us kind of don't really remember this whole group of the Knights of the Solmania, is because of this fallen knight kind of ruined the order. Anyway, Lord Soth was a member of the Order of the Roses, which is a subsect of the Solmanic Knights, which is why his symbol is a black rose now. And the reason I say now is because we have a little problem here. I have some good news and bad news. The good news is we've learned a little bit more about what's going on. The bad news it's scary as heck and deals with the undead. More than
That's
like
my cup of tea. I can deal with that.
Oh, awesome. Well, that will come in handy, because I do believe that the gods gave me this vision of this guy, not to just be this kind of interesting tidbit about history. Remember, this all happened 200 years ago, but I believe that it is very possible that Lord Soth is still alive. I believe that he was cursed by the gods for not stopping the Cataclysm, and has become a bizarre undead thing. He
Can I insight that?
what's that?
Can I insight
Sure.
all that? That was a lot of info.
17.
Oh, I did horrible. I did 12. You did so much better.
17, Laura, and you get the sense that as he's telling this story, most of it seems to be true in the eyes of Ziggy, but he keeps saying God sent him this vision, and he keeps saying it over and over and over again. You're a little suspicious of why he keeps saying gods.
I'm going to look over at Vera and try to find a spot that hasn't been punctured and start poking it. Are you dead? And how much of your history of the Order has he butchered right now?
Well, first off, Ziggy, how long did you know Ispen?
I've known Ispen since I was a kid.
You do recall he's a knight of Solamnia. Solamnia.
Solamnia. I remember him mentioning it, but honestly, the history of the Knights of Solamnia was not something I really studied until recently. I just know the general idea that I'd heard on the caravans I worked with and stuff, people kind of bad talking the Knights of Solmania for not doing what they were supposed to during the Cataclysm.
I do want to roll an insight check, but I want to roll it on if he is missaying the name on purpose now.
Let me look it up.
What do you mean, Solamnia versus Solmania?
Salami.
Is it Sol?
The many different ways he pronounced
Yeah,
it.
I'm working.
I wrote down Solmania and
It's okay.
Solamnia.
I'm working on it.
He's lying.
Ziggy, you also...
Solamnia, right?
There you go.
Solamnia.
Okay.
Solamnia. Well, it is an
Right.
ancient
Salami.
human nation
He is
in
not.
Ansalon.
He is not
So-
wrong in that history. The Knights of Solamnia are not as revered as they used to be, and it is largely because of Lord Soth.
But your order's not fully dead like how he just
It is
described.
not. It's just a lot of people don't trust us now.
Oh.
It's probably not as popular for people to join them as it used to be, where it used to be everyone trying to be a Knight of Solamnia.
That one.
there is there it is not as popular an order to join anymore, even though it is still a going concern. What I found out was how fascinatingly noble their history was. I'd grown up and was always told, "Oh, we don't like those guys, don't trust those guys," things like that. Reading these history books, I gained an enormously great appreciation for the noble goals of the Knights of Solamnia. I gained, I was as I was reading, I had my shield across the room, and I kept looking over at that shield and looking at the insignia, and found an enormous, amount of pride for the Knights of Solamnia and what they were trying, to accomplish. It was a very noble goal. I do think, to a large degree, we should be kind of thinking about these tenets of these knights in our current quest, because I think kind of embracing these noble goals of these knights will really kind of help us fight this particular evil that's come across the land.
Oh, Ziggy, you kept saying gods. How many gods decided to have like a little unofficial meeting in your head?
I don't know. As I said, we were not raised believing in gods at all, right? On the campaign, on the caravan trail, we're very just a rugged people out in the wilds and stuff. And growing up, they always said, "Oh, the gods are dead," da 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 da. So I hadn't really thought about it, but I keep saying the gods just based on who else would inject a vision like this into my head, right? I don't know from nothing. I don't know who worships who. I don't know how many gods they are, or anything else. But I just know that it didn't feel like a magic in the entry. It felt like there's some important mover or shaker in the universe was attempting to give me a direct and personal message in order to help us deal with the great evil in the world.
Dirty 20.
Jean's gonna look so lost. Like she heard
Yup.
every other word except certain words like the undead and Lord Soth, and just look at you like, huh? Paler than normal because she's so hurt and exhausted. Like, what is he going on about?
So I thought you were getting strategy on the army. Isn't that
Well,
what you said you were doing?
What I'm saying here is I'm wondering if I figured out who's behind the army.
There is one person who might be kind of capable to mess with your head.
Sure.
And
I
it is
mean-
a name that TCAT has forgot, but since Lorwyn has keen mind, she can recall that. Take it away, DM. I forgot my sea elf's name.
I think it was Leandra. Is that what it was?
That sounds right.
Let me double check.
We'll go with it, though. I'll roll with it.
Yeah, trust me, guys. I hope that you find out that this was somebody messing with me. Otherwise, this is the scariest thing that's ever happened.
I mean, I know it can be done. I can't personally do it myself.
Yeah,
in my current state.
I would love to know that this was someone just playing, a practical
A trick.
joke on us or whatever. But I saw this presence, and there's no reason I would receive a vision like that if it weren't a real and urgent warning about the evil we're dealing with. But yeah, if you can prove that it was false, I would love that, because I'm scared.
I mean, I'm not saying it's maybe a false warning. I'm saying if it was, it might just be a warning from her. She thought maybe it would be more impactful if it came from gods perhaps than her?
Sure.
I mean, that's something.
As you were having this conversation, Raven, formerly known as Mayor Raven. Sorry to intrude. I'm putting my report in to send back to Kalaman as we have retaken the force. What would have y'all come up with a group name or anything? Or should I just refer to you individually in this report?
Take it away, Jane.
I love how the players that here temporarily is this is all like
Yeah.
piled on to her.
That's not all her. she
I mean,
took
did
the
we
vote
ever-
tally.
We never
Hold
actually
on.
came up with like a vote on anything.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did we?
So
Yes.
the
It's
I
in
favored
the-
tagged everybody
few,
for it.
the
Discord.
favored few won
Discord.
out. 4
Mhm.
votes
Yeah, the
versus
favored,
2, and the secondary one was Inquisitors.
Yeah. I was looking at like, why me? How about
The favored few.
The favored few.
Mhm.
That's 1, 2, 3. Fine, we'll go with it. The favored few. She starts walking away. As she's walking away, few means 3, but there's sits of whatever.
And what,
You know what?
What are we favored? What are we favored about?
Oh,
Getting
So far, it
shot in
seems
the
like we've gotten
back.
a lot
Some of us are
lot of
favored
bad
by the
luck.
gods.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better than what I just said.
And I think Ziggy does favorite foe too, so that's where my mind
Mhm.
went.
Oh, I don't. Is it called favored foe?
I think so, ain't it? I don't know. I don't remember. It's your class, not mine.
Something like that.
It's pretty close, I believe.
I would like to wander off and go check on Kiri.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
See?
Vera
I think I would
to also check. I'm going to stop. Wait, did we bring our horses? No, we don't have our horses with us.
I will go collect the horses since I still have health.
All of it? Yeah.
Give me a survival check, Laura, one
Oh,
with
no.
disadvantage.
What?
No, I'll give you
Okay,
advantage.
no, that's
Wait,
fine.
you,
No,
you
that's- I
don't
can
you
do
take
this.
Dariet with you?
Dariet,
Yeah,
He's with
I
us again.
took
Hurt.
Dariet already took off. They already
Yeah,
took Dariet's body
They
back.
left us.
Yeah, so you
No,
can
we brought him back.
Yeah, but
Didn't
he's hurt.
Sheen
hurt.
brought
He
him
took
back?
him though.
he's still messed
Raven.
up. Yeah, Raven's sent a small force to bring his body back to Kalaman for further treatment. But anyway, sorry, Lauren. You can roll with advantage because you vaguely remember where y'all came from.
No, keen mind says I know where we came from.
That's true, so that's why you roll with advantage.
Woohoo! Oh, well, I didn't. Hold on. I lost click at the last. Okay, that's better. Dirty 20.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't. That's 2 rolls.
You go back where you certain you left the horses.
They're there.
They're
Lucky.
not there.
Wait, Lucky. Oh, shit. It's the bellroom curse.
I did not do anything.
not
to Lucky.
there!
I knew you were going to blame me.
You
Another
see the
horse,
straps
darn it.
cut by something. Something cut the straps of the horses where they were tied. And the horses are now gone.
Must have been that. No, that little sweet Kender, because Kenders are so sweet and would never do such a thing. Didn't
Well,
take
she,
the horses.
she ran off into the forest. She didn't gallop off, so it probably wasn't her.
She could have got him later. She could have did
That's
a
true.
circle round.
That is true.
Lauren, what? There's not a passive history check, is there?
No, there's no passive history.
Just give me a history check.
There's investigation, passive investigation.
No, this won't work for that.
19.
19. You do recall before y'all took the force, there was like a war band type scouting
Oh, yeah, that we hid
Before.
from.
that you hid from.
Yeah. Wait. I'm gonna trudge back. They're gone. And we don't have any horses. They're not dead. But they're definitely gone.
Oh, we've gotta be kidding me.
I blame Belbrum. Affectionately. But I blame him.
Guys,
Another notch.
did everyone wander off? Because there was actually one other thing I'd learned that might be interesting.
I mean,
Oh no, I was the only one that went off to get the horses.
everybody else went to go check on Carrie.
Carrie.
I'm
I'm the only one who stayed there like, ugh.
No, I thought you went
Well-
to check on Carrie too.
Mm-mm.
No?
No. Wait, I wanted to go lay down. I hurt.
Well, maybe y'all should rest before I tell you the other tidbit.
All right. Well, we'll cut to Belle and Vera checking on Carrie.
There's no door to knock on.
No, it's just.
So
a
I'm just
tent.
gonna go inside.
Carrie, what are
Carrie?
you doing while you're inside the tent by yourself?
About how long has it been while they've been having this conversation?
I will say probably like 15, 20 minutes, maybe, if that.
Yeah, she's bawling her eyes out.
Longer the way Ziggy talked.
Yeah. Cool.
She is crying intently into her pillow.
I'm not the sort that knows how to fix that. Pilgrim.
You're gonna have Belram deal with the crying.
I will go over to her and give her a pat on the back, and the only thing I can do is cast Lay on Hands.
Yeah, I assume she's sitting down or lying down or something.
Yeah, she's
Inside the
lying
tent.
down like on her bedroll with her head in her arms, like just crying.
If
and
only
when
one
she-
of you had calm emotions, that'd be great.
I know.
She
Flawless,
probably
look
is.
at that.
I,
Sorry.
She probably is crying loud enough that she doesn't hear you guys like enter the tent. But when she feels your hand on her back, she like stops crying, sits bolt upright, and like, I'm good. What's going on?
You regain 10 hit points.
Look, I'm fine. It's fine. You should save that for someone who actually needs it.
You do need it.
I'm fine. Jean, she was, and even you.
Okay.
Look, I appreciate the gesture, but it's not needed. It's not necessary.
So I'm going to sit down right inside the doorway, like off to the side, not blocking. And just I'm going to let you keep talking until you stop.
Yeah, she's just like stumbling on her words and rambling a little bit.
Okay.
You know you didn't do anything wrong.
We were doing fine. We were doing great until I fucking fell on my ass. What? Why am I here if I'm not going to be the sneaky one? That's the whole point of me, is being the sneaky one and doing the sneaky sneak. And I'd fucking... You all
I
could have
alerted
died
them
because of
first.
me.
I alerted them
Harriet
first.
did die.
Sweetie. I alerted them first. They wouldn't have even been on guard to have looked for you had I not moved. You didn't do anything wrong.
I should probably give your boots back. And she takes off the boots of speed and just sort of shoves them in your arms.
I am not going to take them. They're not actually mine.
You make better use of them than me anyway.
They belonged to a member of my first party. And it's probably why I'm so mean to Ziggy over picking up that shield. Because I did the exact same thing.
Even more reason that you should hold on to it then.
They'll be in better use in your hands for now.
All right.
She holds onto the boots and sort of looks down at them. Will it be of much use if I'm not with you guys anymore?
Were you planning to go somewhere else?
Probably not. I'll stay with Calaman and with the refugees, but this is supposed to be my thing, and if I can't do this, what use am I out here with you? I'm just gonna keep messing up, and I don't want to be the cause of your deaths.
Kiri,
So
you've fallen down the most. Almost on every one of our battles. More than any of us. And it's been an inspiration on how you've gotten back up every time.
I shouldn't be falling as much as I do, though. That's another thing I'm holding back on. You and Mela and Jane, you're always picking me back up when I fall, and it's not good enough. I'm wasting your gift when you could be using it on people who need it more.
You're really not. If I was doing my job, you wouldn't have fallen to begin with.
I don't know. Maybe I'll feel different in the morning, but I'm just holding
so-
all of you back.
Belram is about to wax poetic dwarf's talk here. Carrie, don't let the weight of guilt burden your heart like the boulder in the mines. In the heat of battle, chaos reigns, and none of us can predict every twist and turn. You're very quick at wit and very, very fleet of foot and fast, but even the most daring of us face unforeseen challenges. It's the adventure, right? It's the nature of what we do, and every misstep shapes us as we go on this journey together. Learn from this, and remember, we stand together as a band of kin, ready to support each other through thick and thin. You've got a brave spirit and a great tale to tell. We'll face many, many trials throughout this together. Keep your head high, for even when the shadows fall, the light of friendship will guide us all together through this.
She watches you as you say this, and thanks, Balram, but
I rolled
If
an
I was-
intelligence check, did not understand any of that.
Yeah, she's thanks, Belram, but how can I call myself part of this team when I'm just pulling all of you down? We
How
support
many
each other,
horses
sure,
have you
but
lost, Carrie? I have a horse named Lucky. I had a horse named Lucky.
you've lost
No
horses.
longer.
I've lost
I've
people.
lost more horses. How many people have you lost?
One, for definite.
One.
Dariet.
One. You realize that I left my entire regiment to come and warn everybody. And when I finally found them, almost all of them are dead. Over 70 of my regiment are dead. I could have made a difference, but I found you, and I found Vera, and I found Mela, and Lorwyn, and Ziggy. And together over these, how long have we been together? A couple of weeks?
Yeah, a couple weeks, yeah.
Over these last few weeks, I have found something more than just a band fighting a common enemy. We are together on this mission, on this quest, as a family. We all fail. In our last situation, I almost got all of us killed when I ran into the camp because I didn't wait. My horse, Yvonne, died on that one as She charged right through trying to save me, and they cut her down. And you were the one who rescued the healer and were able to take out the enemies as they were surrounding me. You were the one who just in this fort was able to go and disable the second horn all the way across the fort and open the gate.
Try to.
You did that. You did open it. You started the process and it kept opening. We did not do it. You opened the mechanism. You picked the lock. We did not. No one else did. You're doing that, not us. And if it wasn't for you, I know I would not be here. Plus, who out of everyone, out of all of us, when and if the gods come back, who's going to keep me in line from attacking a magic user and telling me that they're good or evil? I need you here. We need you here. And
Harry.
without you, then there is no group here. We cannot continue. Mela has already gone on a mission. We haven't been able to find her. I cannot let someone else leave the party.
Carrie started crying again about halfway through that. And just tears. And as you finish up, she sort of wipes her eyes again and you make a few fair points. We're all fucking exhausted. We should... I've got rations, and she goes into her pack and just pulls out a few rations and hands one to Vera, hands one to Belram. To getting back up.
To getting back up. Vera said the same thing. She's on mute. I heard her thoughts. All right, and I'm going to step out of character. Vera, the makeup, the smudges, the chainmail, you are killing it every week. Just
The slightly charred flower crown.
I know. It's just
I actually lit it on fire.
Nice.
yeah, it's
And I realized a little bit later that my fire alarm was broken. Like I said in chat earlier, it just kept beeping. And so it's a good thing it was broken, because I did this just right before stream.
What is Ziggy and Jean doing as Laura probably walks back around the same time as they're inside talking to Carrie?
She's just holding her head in her hands, like going, ugh. And then casually glancing over Ziggy from all the info she just got. And then back into her hands, like, ugh.
Laura, when you see this as you're walking up,
Oh, I thought that was where I had already told him that all the horses were gone and that I
okay,
couldn't
we'll just
sell
say
them.
that then.
But we'll just say that happens now then.
Okay.
They're gone. Jean, are you okay, or do you tent? Uh-huh. Yeah, start poking her to see if she's gonna fall over. Tent. Start to help her up and drag her to a tent. Yeah, Ziggy, definitely, maybe tomorrow, you're right.
What's that?
Where's everyone, by the way?
Went to
I
check
don't.
on Carrie.
I don't know. They went off to go check on Kiri. I'm assuming they're doing all right. I think we're probably should see if Jean's okay. I know we got excited about what I was up to, but you guys never told me.
Very, very excited.
Yeah. you guys never told me what you guys have been doing. That apparently was the most traumatic thing ever, because everyone's all messed up.
Yeah,
Let's just say there were too many people.
there's too many. Just look around. This all those dead bodies.
Well, what happened besides just murdering people?
We won.
Big dragon, and then
Oh yeah, there was that.
silvery dude. And
Wait, what'd you say?
Dragon, a big
Oh, it
dragon.
was really big.
Like
You
one
would
of
have
those
loved it.
one of those mechanical dragons?
Real one.
There's a big
Wait,
mechanical.
You guys saw an actual
Dragonelle, I believe.
Did you guys saw an
Is there a
actual
difference?
real physical real dragon?
Yes.
Yeah.
You fought an actual real like
Oh,
scales.
It's a strong word.
It wasn't one of these mechanical gnome built
No.
things or anything.
No,
It was a
it's-
physical breathing living dragon.
I didn't really breathe fire. I think I missed that part. Belvin
What color
did
was
convince
it? How big were its
Green.
claws?
Green.
Did you guys take any measurements?
Oh my god! Now my head hurts. No,
I mean,
it's a lot of no's.
maybe like
No, there's no samples. There's no samples. There's no scales. There's no blood
at least
sample.
like
I didn't
like a
excrement.
description so that like for an artist rendering can be done.
I'm gonna strangle him.
I mean, the world has not seen a dragon in like 300 years. Most people believe them to be completely mythological. If you have encountered a real dragon, this is literally like as crazy as, you know, running into an alien or something like that. You have had a singularly unique experience. You've got to share it with the world.
know what? Let me get Jean into her tent, and then you and I could just
Tell you
converse
what,
all night
right.
if you want.
You guys rest. I'm gonna. You guys rest. I'm gonna go. I'm assuming they fought the dragon somewhere. Ziggy's gonna go off and start like looking at the footprints. He's like trying to see if he could tell how big the dragon is from the footprints. I'm assuming.
on top of that, just to let you know, they also had a nickname for that Dragonelle, just so you know. I'm sure that if you start going around yelling snipe and clapping, he'll come find you. Take Jean to her tent.
Yeah. Thanks for the advice, Lorwen.
You're welcome. Anytime.
I did grow up in the woods with a bunch of jerk barbarians, so I'm familiar with the idea of a snipe hunt. But I will. I am going to go while they're resting up from their hideous battle. Ziggy's going to go take measurements.
Survey the scene.
Surveying the scene. I mean, there's the dragon probably left claw prints. Looking for claw marks, all that kind of stuff. Basically, while they take
the information of that offline.
Yeah, sure.
We'll cut to Lorwyn and Jean as you bring Jean into the tent. If y'all want to talk before passing out or whatever.
Oh my god! You know what? I feel dead now. If I didn't then, I do now. How are you doing? You look dead.
Yeah.
No.
I'm on the verge of that. Yeah.
You look, in due respect, more like you're in the grave and not more so a grave cleric.
Yeah, I feel it. I definitely feel it.
Yeah. You did good though. You know, that's really good to help everyone, and I don't think we would have made it without your help.
It was too close. Almost losing someone again. Oh goodness.
Well, we won.
Sort of. We still had the big dragonfly away.
Well, you know, we'll deal with that later. I'm sure it'll make Ziggy happy, actually.
True. He would have been mad if I had a dead dragon body.
Yeah, or killed. Well, no, he might have been happy if they killed it, because then he could have fiddled with it.
No, that's too much.
Yeah, let's we don't even have anything to bring it back anyhow. You know what? We'll deal with that later. Get some rest, Jean. I'll see you in the morning, and thank you.
Do the other three pass out? Okay. Ziggy.
Who's the other three?
Huh? The Carrie, Vera, and Belram.
I'm not. If Carrie's going to sleep, I'm going to sit outside and make sure she does not get disturbed. And Vera, I'm going to assume you're going to also get some rest because you took some massive hits. Are you going to stay in the same tent, or are you going to be in the one like near her, next to her, somewhere else?
I'll be in my own, but yeah, nearby.
Okay. I'm going to stay up between the two tents to make sure that neither of them are disturbed.
You do see Ziggy got some, I don't know, paper and quill or something, kind of walking around looking at these footprints and stuff.
Oh, I've summoned Stardust, and he's holding one end of a tape measure in his mouth, and going out. And I'm like, I've got the tape measure here, stuff like that.
It's probably more or less a piece of string.
Right. But yeah, we're me and Stardust are a team. We're surveying the scene, that kind of stuff we said earlier.
When you see that, I don't know if you want to address that.
No, I'm not. I'm making sure nobody bothers Vera and Carrie.
All right.
And I saw Lorwyn go to her tent, I assume.
If I notice, I can go over and say talk to Belram.
You see him setting up outside two tents, kind of maybe, I don't know if he's looking at you or not, but
I've seen him. I saw him.
I'm gonna be like, Belram, don't you need rest too? Shouldn't you get some rest for your wounds?
Don't talk to me, deserter. None of this would have happened if you had been here. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. But I just wanted to mention that we went through a whole thing
You're
earlier
still
where
talking.
I wasn't just.
I'm literally. He's being as obstinate as he can. And if you remember, when you first met him, you guys were making. I think you or maybe Lorwyn made fun of the beard, and you saw the color rising on the face, going anger. You're starting to see that again.
All right. Well, hey, I don't want to make you mad or anything. I was just thinking, we've got all these people here keeping track of things. I don't want to be offensive, but you might need a little bit of rest from your battle as well. You could also rest with everybody else, and me and the 20 other knights and soldiers who are wandering around the keep will maybe keep an eye on everything so that you can rest.
I am literally just looking straight ahead.
Okay, well, I'll just leave those tidbits of ideas with you, and I'll let you decide how you're going to deal with them. And once again, not a deserter, pointed out, just doing stuff, other important stuff. But hey, you do you, Belram. I don't want to make you mad or anything like that, because then you might summon some magic and I run off.
all right, Ziggy, you do have to take a long rest. It's not like you can be up all night as a freebie.
Sure.
So, but with segue into that, Belram, are you going to try to sleep there?
No, I'll take an exhaustion. I'm literally going to stay up and make sure
give me a
nobody
Constitution saving
bothers
throw
them.
with disadvantage.
You got it. Nat 20. Oh, disadvantage. So it takes the lowest one, right?
Yeah.
So 9.
As you're toughing through this and your rage, you're able to stay up a couple more hours, but eventually the exhaustion takes you and you fall asleep like Indian style in the middle of these two tents, and you're able to get it. So we'll go ahead and cut to our break as y'all taking a long rest, and we'll be back, guys. So stick with us and we'll be back. Get to the actual scene I need.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Welcome back. Everybody's back a little bit early, so we're back. So everybody can take a long rest if you're not done so already. And it's a new morning. What would you? Mayor Raven comes up and says, "We're leaving a small force here to keep the fort. Going to go back with a few others. Y'all wish to tag along, or you want to go separately?"
Suppose you better head back and make our own report, right?
You can make your. You can add. Oh, I sent the report already, but it's time. We're heading back. Most of us are. I'm leaving most of the forces here to hold the fort. I was offering if you would like to come with me, or if you want to go back yourself.
Might as well go back with everyone.
Do you have your horses, or
About that.
About
no.
that, no.
we do have a couple wagons you can.
Wait, what happened to our horses?
They're gone.
Someone
Gone?
Yeah, like gone. Somebody stole them.
Really?
Really. They didn't die.
Well, that's one thing, I guess, but who took our horses? There's nobody out here.
You know that one group of guards that
Oh.
snuck down? That one.
Hold on. I thought they were coming from the fort.
Yeah.
Were they just wandering?
Oh, sure.
Huh.
Well, they wandered to our horses, is all I can say.
Yeah. That's weird. Well, guess we'd better be on the wagons or on foot.
Wagons.
Wagons.
Not walking. Not built to walk this.
It's a long way back to Calaman.
Yes.
So you're getting in the wagons and coming back with us? Alright.
Lower Winds already started climbing into one.
Alright, so there's a 24-mile trek back. Does anybody want to have a conversation on the way back, or is it just...
Hey, Ziggy.
Mm-hmm.
All that wonderful, breathtaking knowledge that you were bestowed upon, care to share with the rest of us?
Well, I gave you the general rundown.
The general, yeah.
The general rundown that there
What was
is-
that? I'm kidding.
I have a strong suspicion that I've received some sort of warning about possibly a super evil undead knight.
That sounds fun.
Oh, it's real exciting. There was an additional tidbit. I don't know if you guys really want to know this necessarily, but I do know a little bit more about it that might, play into our strategizing about what to do next.
I love secrets. Spill.
All right. Well, you guys know, I don't know what direction it is from here because I don't know the maps really, but there's a land called Nightland.
What was that?
A land called Nightland.
Nightlim.
That used to be pretty much where all the former pre-cataclysm knights of Solmania lived. I happen to have this little tidbit is that there is let's see how he wrote it. While Lord Soth's fate is a mystery, we do know that the dude built a castle back during the cataclysm. Apparently he lived there with his wife, and they got into a fight, and during the cataclysm a chandelier fell on him, killing them both, but he was cursed at the last moment. His wife cursed him with some sort of weird immortality, so it's very possible he's still kicking around this place. They called it, in the text, they called it Dargard Keep. We know it today to be a cursed and haunted ruin. But it was built by this Lord Soth guy. It's possible he's still haunting that place and that somehow that evil from this keep is affecting or leading or working with these draconian armies in some way. In fact, it could be a nexus point, the general, where a lot of this current evil, these current dark times is coming from.
We haven't really seen any undead among the dragon army, have we?
I don't think so.
Seems a little... eh.
I checked my notes of everything we've met and murdered and everything else, and I'm like, well, we've seen draconians, human guards, kobolds, hobgoblins. No, we have not dealt with any undead yet. But it doesn't
I
mean
don't think we'd notice that.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that there aren't undead out there to deal with.
It's definitely something to keep in mind, at least.
Yeah, personally, I think all this was ancient information that I found in these scrolls and texts. I don't know how valid or real any of it is. I mean, we could probably look at a map and know where old Nightland was, in Cataclysm times and stuff like that, and actually try to figure out where this keep might be. But personally, I think it sounds scary.
You used to run the caravans, didn't you? You don't have a map?
I would think so. In fact, I'm not sure how much my character would know about all this geography stuff. I'm just learning about it right now. I would imagine he would have a good knowledge of like all the around Volgar and all that, but I don't know what the larger map looks like how close this Nightland place is to us.
We've got... going through the things. Oh, no, that's burglar. We had a area map, didn't we? Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's the world map. Area map. Oh, yeah, that's like relatively nearby. I feel like we would know the name.
Okay.
DM?
Where?
Nightland?
Nightland?
Would we know the name? Because it's in the Calaman region in Northern Wastes.
I'll let y'all make your own determination from your bat stories if you would know the name or not. What you have
Carrie
read.
probably wouldn't.
Okay.
I feel like from what I'm looking at, it's a pretty big area. Like all of us, like it would be like not
I would
hearing about
say unless
Canada.
you're directly from there, you probably would know of it. But
You would have heard of it though, right?
yeah, I mean, maybe heard of it, especially from your because I don't think any of your bat stories are tied to it at all. So I would just say you probably heard of it, maybe not much about it.
Right.
We would know it's
Well-
sort of southwest-ish.
And if it's this evil place, we wouldn't know it like because we go trading there or anything like that. It would just be like rumors and scary stories around the campfire. It came from Nightland and all that sort of stuff. Hey, Calaman spelled with a K, by the way.
Didn't know that.
I just I don't know. I don't remember seeing it.
Well, your journey back to Calaman is pretty much a quiet one. You had no issues from anybody or anything. Didn't see anything interesting. When you get back to the castle to report to,
It's fun. Look at the fun we're having.
thank you, Takisa. Talquisa? I don't know. Tal? I'll just say Tal. I'm terrible at Twitch names. I apologize. But thank you for the follow. You can give a D4 to anybody you like. Welcome in. As you report back to Calaman Castle and you report to Marshal Ventry's office, you find that she is not there.
Wasn't there last time we tried to talk to her too?
An aide is there and informs you that after you had left, the city council got word of a contingent of the Dragon Army troops had broken away from a larger force. And tired of measured steps, members of Calaman's leadership spurred by Lord Baccharis, demanding Calaman's army or military ride out and seize a victory. You are informed that Marshal Valindri, she is away leading troops further west. Governor Mayotte approved of the strike.
The lord that was riding out to claim glory, was that Lord Douchebag who I stole the sword from?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Lord Douchebag. I like it. Yeah, Lord Baccharis. Yeah. Lord Baccharis and his son are leading the attack, you are informed. And Becklin is serving under them.
Oh, she did.
Again.
Again, this in the book it was supposed to be Dariet, but Dariet went with you, so I'm now changing it up, obviously. So they're similar in NPC type, whatever. I don't care. It's my story. I'm doing it how I want. The plan to ambush the Red Dragon army. They plan to ambush the Red Dragon. Professional DM, professional streamer.
And see.
They plan to ambush the Red Dragon army near the crossing of Ink Water called Still Springs, 30 miles west of Calaman. And they say they don't know anything more, but they slip you a letter, and I'll just tell you. And it's a letter written by Becklin, or a note, I should say. Come at once. Baccharis is leading us to ruin at Steel Springs. He is the commander of this mission, and I cannot disobey. I'll do what I can, but I need your help. So, what do you want?
Can't get a bloody day's rest, can we?
We
Well,
need
she says
horses.
come at once. Yeah,
Or
we
the
need.
wagons.
hmm So, where was the marshal in this?
Marshall's leading a separate army west, further west.
Mm-hmm.
Leading troops further west. That's all you were told. But different from this other strike that's being done.
Yep. So the person who was talking to us conveying this, they're just like a squire or something?
Aid.
It is an aide, so I imagine it more like a secretary or something,
Okay.
or somebody. Apparently, somebody that Becklin trusts to give you a note. So.
Mm. Well, now it's my turn.
It's contagious.
Guess we better go down and talk to the stable master and see if we can secure ourselves some more horses. Fleet of foot.
Is that where y'all heading?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a silver sword. Do we want to do something with this?
Save it in case we need it. Got a bag of holding?
Yep, it's in the bag of holding. I'll leave it there.
Do you have your other sword out, or is it in the bag?
The short sword.
The one
Short
that
sword
you
of
stole?
warning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's out.
All right, cool.
I've given up at this point.
You giving up?
Hmm?
You giving up what? Hiding it?
Oh,
or-
hiding it.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Noted.
It's just there on me belt.
Noted. Got it. As you head back down to stables, the same stable master is there, sees y'all, and you guys see a familiar horse there. Belram, you see Lucky there. This is why we call Lucky. He came back on his own. I figured something bad has happened. He always knows to return home.
Lorwyn, look.
Magic. Great. Well, there you go. One out of 3. It's not bad.
1 out of 4, apparently.
1 out of 4? Oh no. I mean, he's been so many horses I can't even keep track of them anymore. Thanks, Gene.
Wow.
But what can I do for you?
Ironically, we need more horses.
I
Yeah.
have this horse, this one warhorse, and one other warhorse left.
Do
Most
you
of the
got an-
army wiped out all my horses, but I do have this
do you have a
fancy
wagon we
black.
can hitch up? Yes!
That,
Yes! That's what we want this time, that wagon.
We
That
were saving it
beautiful
for this
wagon.
mission.
Yes.
and also have another smaller wooden wagon. But I
Big
can
one.
provide
No,
two
big one,
regular
big one.
horses to pull them
Big
because
one.
that's what they're trained for.
Big one, the beautiful black one we neglected the first time.
How many horses are needed to pull the big carriage?
I mean, I got two strong ones that are trained on it, so as long as
Yeah,
they're
so
not
they can do
weighing
that?
it down a lot, they'd be fine.
Let's do it.
I'm so
Well, give me a second
excited.
to set up. Do you want the other wagon too? Because she's probably sits.
I
Is there enough horses?
well,
yeah, it
he's
depends
got
on how many
lucky.
horses.
There's two war horses, a wagon, and a second wagon if y'all need it.
So there's 2 war horses. Were you saying there were draft horses?
Yeah,
it's
the
the two
others
war
are like
horses?
draft horses that pulls the
Okay,
carts.
yep.
But he has 2 carts if you want 2, or if you just want the one.
We're going to
I would-
war. Might as well take both.
You have to
I
decide
would
who's
like to-
driving what.
Oh, I can't drive for shit.
I don't think I'm not that skilled.
Because right now, what I have set up is
Nope.
I have Belram on Lucky, I have Vera on one of the war horses, and then what I have put together is Ziggy and Kiri driving one cart, and Jean driving a cart with Lorwyn in the back. I don't know if that's correct. If I need to change stuff up, that's fine.
No, keep that one for us.
I can certainly try. I've got +1 in animal handling, whatever that
Yeah,
means.
Vera?
No, you're in the back of the cart, Kiri. I have Ziggy.
Oh, I'm in
driving.
the back? Okay, I thought you said driving. Yep.
Yeah. I got
Yeah,
you
Vera?
and Stardust in the back of the cart.
I just want to make sure we have time to do our insignia and the favorite. I think it was the favored few
Yeah.
on the painted real big on the sides of the wagons. Maybe like a cool stripe design or something like that.
Painting montage.
Yeah, like a quick
Anybody got
18
paints?
style putting those together.
Does anybody have paints?
Like on.
I've got a disguise
even
kit
a-
that had makeup. We
I
might
mean,
not
is
have
there
time
an-
for this, Ziggy.
an artisan's kit or whatever. Well, we roll to see if we find a surf, or not surf, but
Sharpie.
the peons running about. One of them has got to have some supplies. They can just do this up for us real quick.
Yeah, Vera, you gonna say something?
I would like to cast Find Steed.
Yes.
Okay. We'll say that's the other horse, and you have your fine steed.
What does it look like? Describe the steed.
Well, it was going to be an elk, but
Oh,
a
you
horse
have
is
an
fine.
It's a beautiful elk. Hybrid
Cool.
with a horse.
It's cool to ride an elk.
I'll just use this elk that's not painted.
There we go.
You realize that means that he has a scene set up for us.
Is happening.
It's happening.
All right, who wants to ride the other war horse? Because I said that I had one.
I
How
I
long
think
does your fine
Ziggy's-
steed last?
what's that?
It doesn't actually have. It doesn't until he has 0 hit points. I assume
Mm-hmm.
So it's not concentration or anything. Okay.
it is not. It takes 10 minutes to cast. So while they were chit chatting, I was doing that.
All right, cool. We'll just say you won't need the second cart then, and we'll just put Ziggy on the other horse.
So I'm
I
in
just
the
want-
wagon.
You're
You're
in the wagon with me, Jean.
Lorwyn and Stardust.
Cool.
Unless he not summoning Stardust. I don't know.
Well, Ziggy's going to just take a moment to kind of pet Stardust on the head and kind of be wistfully wondering, man, Stardust, wouldn't it be great if you were just a little bit bigger? And then I could just ride you into battle. I wouldn't have to worry about these horse issues. And Stardust just kind of goes, no, I don't know what you're talking about, yo. But
I don't think he talks.
yeah, no, he does, but he does like little like, like a dog level communication and stuff like that. Just Ziggy's just dreaming.
I picture him more like a Komodo dragon, just like
yeah. Ziggy's just dreaming of Stardust being a little bit bigger. I think Ziggy's background as a caravan guy is he'd be great at piloting wagons or whatever. I would vote that you put Ziggy in charge of driving the wagon, and the others are passengers.
So you want Gene on the other horse then?
Follow me.
All right, cool. Alrighty. Wait, how big is your elk there? Let me check your. There's some are
It is a
greater
large
steed
beast.
and some are steed.
Just
Some-
steed.
What size can you summon up to?
It would be large.
It's
Surely.
large.
Okay, then you're fine. All right. He quickly gets the cart made out. Jesus. Made up and the horse is attached, and you're easily to get on your way.
Let's go save Becklin.
So if y'all want to talk on the way there and have a game plan.
Yeah, so we're going to Steel Springs, which is like across in a river.
Yep, 30 miles
Chicken?
away.
Yeah, it's about 30 miles away.
So it'll take us a couple days to get there. I don't know, has anyone ever been to Steel Springs? I don't know what to expect.
Don't think so. Vera, what's your elk's name? And Lauren's got her like head outside the wagon.
Hydran.
Well, it's a wagon. It's an open back wagon, so you can.
I was thinking carriage, okay? You know,
It's
you
not a
said red
carriage,
and black
it's
and
a
everything.
straight wagon. Yeah,
Straight wagon. Fine. I'm leaning over the wagon.
it looks like this.
Okay. I'm leaning over the wagon and asking Vera what her elk's name is.
His name is Hydran. He's named after one of the elk that guards the World Tree.
Ooh. That's very cute.
Can I say one thing to you?
Should I lean back in the wagon?
No.
What?
I just wanna apologize for burning your flowers.
Yeah, you know, it's okay. I'll make you another one sometime. You know, when we actually have time to do this again, and we're not running off every 10 minutes. But you know, it's a new look. It's fashionable still, ish. Did it crumble?
Not completely.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Oh, yeah. So 30 miles, guys. How long? Lauren's trying to do the math in her head.
We can travel around 24 miles if we're traveling normal pace. If we go fast pace, we can go further, but we might not be able to see any threats that are coming.
Yeah,
I recommend we go a little bit slower and be careful because we're heading into a war zone.
Yeah, what's the plan? I mean, that's an army, or they're
Right,
going.
Ziggy.
Yes, but I mean, it's a 2-day journey, definitely. 30 miles, right?
I mean, you got to the Will. It took about 8 hours to get to the Will Watch, and that was like 24 miles.
Oh,
Well, it seems
there's
like
wolves.
So I would say it's a good full day's journey, but you would have to be like a little quicker pace. So
okay.
you can probably get there, maybe rest, and then head in the next day or something like that. But
Yeah, what I'm thinking is 2/3 at a good pace, and then resting, and then about 1/3 of like let's carefully approach, keeping our eyes out pace. That does kind of increase the amount of days, but it does make for a little safer journey at the end.
Yeah, we don't want to keep Becklin waiting too long, though.
Oh, sure. Well, I mean, we can ride through the night if it's an emergency.
About that, the writing is all good. My concern is the not only one army, which would be the Red Dragon army, that in case they meet up of, but the other army that is our army with Lord, as they say, douchebag and his son Junior. What's the plan on that?
I mean, they're going to do what they're going to do. They were given the command. We can't exactly take it from them. Can we? Do we outrank them? I don't think we do.
Kira, do we outrank anything right now?
You were told that they're leading an army, especially Becklin. She says she cannot, like, she has to follow orders.
Yeah.
So they're leading this part of this. So they're in more positional authority right now.
I mean, I don't think we have to watch out for that. Like, they're not gonna just attack us or anything. We don't have to watch out for them.
Daddy and son might.
I mean, they'll probably be obstinate. They'll probably refuse to like lend us aid or whatever. But I don't think we need to watch out for them in terms of them actually jumping out and stabbing us.
Are we just going? I suppose we're just aiding them against the army. Then
I'm
just
not
keeping
sure
Becklin alive.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their motivations are actually.
So we're like Becklin's personal guards in this situation against the army-ish.
I'm all right with that.
I mean, do you want to be Team Becklin or Team Douchey Noble?
Definitely Team Becklin.
Team that stays alive, personally, but Becklin would be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I still think we have to head out and just be alert to the movements of the other army.
How was Belram and Lucky looking?
Belram's just fine. He doesn't know anyone from that town, so he has no input. Right? I don't know, Lord Farquaad here. So
That's fair.
You just know he was the douchebag that y'all went into in that chamber and all that crap. And
Yeah.
yeah, but Vera, I think it was Vera who talked him down, or Laura, when someone
Not me.
put him or and his son like in place there.
That was probably a Vera. I'm just gonna lean out of the wagon and try to pet Vera's steed as it's like walking beside us because it looks so soft. Well, I am open to anyone else's suggestions on this wonderful little field trip we are having. Or thoughts in general.
Well, I mean, it's the goal to try to get to Becklin and see how she's doing as quickly as possible.
As far as I know.
Without
I think,
drawing attention from enemies.
Yeah, to a certain degree, I think we just need to load up, go out there, but keep an eye on, ambush sites and all that.
Yeah, I was consulting our maps, Ziggy, and it's not really relevant to the current situation, but I thought you might find it interesting. The river Inkwater runs south into Dargard Keep, which is the haunted castle in Nightland you were just telling us about.
Oh, okay.
Pretty far south
That's
of where we're
fascinating.
going.
Yeah.
But just interesting that it's connected, I
Mhm.
thought.
Like we could boat there?
Probably not right now, but I meant it's interesting that you were sent this vision about Lord What's-His-Name, and his keep is now connected to the Dragon Army, seemingly.
Well, that's what I was getting from looking at the histories as well.
I'm gonna look over Carrie's shoulder and take a peek at the map.
Yeah, have you got the map in the Discord?
Oh, I'm just saying in general
Oh, sure.
because I can conjure.
It's like
In case
6,
everybody
12.
else wants to see the map,
18.
like we could have 2 maps.
It's about 24 miles south of where I imagine Steel Springs is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just an interesting point. Maybe we'll see some undead.
Yeah. So we're heading in that direction, you're saying, to go rescue Becklin, right?
Sort of. We're going to the Inkwater River, which leads south to Dargad Keep. So we're not going to the keep, we're going to the river that connects. If that makes sense.
That does.
Still, yeah, I say normal pace. And then camp for the night so we're not running in exhausted. And then finish following day. And hope they're all alive.
All right. Unless we want to talk about anything specific, you travel through the first day. Nothing crazy happens. You can take a long rest. Wake up the next morning. So, I think this. Anybody needs to take a long rest, you can take a long rest. I think Vera used a 2nd level spell slot for her Fine Siege, so she gets that back. And then as you head out the next morning, make sure you eat some rations or whatever, I don't care. You come up to a location, you find the springs. A brook called Inkwater comes to view. Smoke rises over the tree line beyond. As you're hearing clean fighting, because you get closer to where the fight is being had. Wounded Kalaman soldiers stagger from the trees, heading toward a narrow crossing that lies in your direction. Dragon army soldiers give chase on horseback.
Yeah.
And I need some initiative.
Oh no.
Hold on, let me get before y'all roll real quick. I gotta restart the encounter actually.
Would I have had time when we were seeing all that smoke to go ahead and cast Mage Armor?
I'll
or
give
do you
everybody
want me
time
to
that
wait?
when we do any kind of preparatory school or
Okay.
spells you can. I'm just trying to get everything set up right now.
No problem.
But yeah, you can go ahead and roll your initiative on D&D Beyond. Hold on, actually, I still have Ziggy not there. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. All right. Encounter. All right, now roll your initiatives.
Oh, good. It's like you don't want the wizard going first, guys.
Mhm.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Jeez.
Carrie,
That's
you
the worst roll
got-
I ever freaking had.
Carrie, you got 23.
You get rid of it now, though. It's okay.
I
Not
don't
in
see
combat.
any other initiatives. What did Vera
Oh.
get?
Vera had a 15,
Laura one?
21.
That's a
21.
check.
Oh,
Both of you guys did checks. You and Ziggy did checks.
really?
Oh,
That's another check.
Okay, that's good. 11 then.
Okay.
It says check again.
Yeah, it,
How
it
do you
comes
give an
across
initiative check?
Oh, okay.
So I'll
Okay,
take
so it was-
Laura one's first one, 21.
Yeah.
Ziggy, what did you get?
I got 16.
Got it. Bellroom,
18.
18. Jean?
1.
No.
Oof.
No,
Oh.
not in that one. No. It was a 2, but I have a -1, so it's a
So
1.
Got it. So let's see. Curie had 23. Did I put that up there yet? Yes, I did. We'll go with Ziggy has
16.
I'm updating the overlays.
Okay.
Alright.
But you see,
Let's
like,
just have to check and
six
roll.
clearly injured Kalaman troops kind of moving at a very slow pace. You see 4 dragon army soldiers on horseback trying to chase them down, and that's what you see.
My prep spell would have been Bless on Carrie, Ziggy, and Belram.
That's +4, yeah?
It's a D4
Oh, D4, yep.
to checks and saving throws. Or attacks and saving throws. I always say checks.
All right, so we got a bless going down, and who are they going on?
Going on Ziggy, Belram, and Kiri.
And Kiri. Kiri's in the back of the wagon. Alrighty. Any other prep spells?
I have mage armor going on.
Mage armor. Anybody else?
I have Stardust out.
Yeah, Stardust is in the back of the
Okay.
wagon. Jean, Vera, Vera did. Belram, you have any prep? No?
Negative.
Alright, we'll start this lovely combat, guys. Top of the round. I need somebody to roll me a d8.
8. That's either going to be good or bad.
Alright, I gotta add somebody right away from the thing. Give me 1 second. Alright. As y'all making this approach, yeah, there's 2. And I need to add your horses too. You see another dragon rider on horseback appear from the trees, coming out next to you. It's coming to fight. We'll put him right here. Actually, no. Coming out this tree line. Alrighty. top of the round. Let's see. We have Kiri.
Yar, are any of the riders looking like they might be in charge, or are they all just sort of lackey sort of people?
You see the ones back there, and then you seen this one peer out, but none seem to be like a leader particularly. They look like foot soldiers. Oh, and if y'all remember in the very first combat or whatever, there was what they call the fray. So if you go anywhere off this map, you enter the fray, and you have to, like, you're getting into the actual battle.
Yeah, so am I within 80 feet of the far riders?
80 feet? No, God no.
Can I get closer?
You have to get out of the cart.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I click my boots of speed. Bonus action.
okay. Oh, you capped them, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
How far you want to go?
Within 80 feet.
Within 80 feet? Well, this is 100 feet right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how far can you go is what I'm asking.
Oh, sorry, 120. That's with a dash.
120, you get about right there. And they're like, with the dash, you're about 80 feet from them.
Yep, that's perfect. I can't do anything, though, because I used my action. So, that is it.
Alright, you got it.
I'll just yell to the fleeing soldiers, "Get to safety! Get to safety!"
Alrighty. Next up is Lorwyn.
Can I see the soldiers that are by Carrie?
Yeah, you can see them.
Can I see, is Becklin with them?
You do not. Give me a perception check. They have.
No. 12?
You do not appear to see Becklin anywhere. Carrie, as you get closer, you can see they're in bad shape. They're helping each other limp. They're moving very slowly.
Okay, well, I can't see Becklin, but I can still see those other soldiers. I'm just,
Yeah, you
it's a soldier.
definitely
Soldier
tell
is a
they're
soldier.
Calaman soldiers. Yeah.
How far away are they from me?
From you. About 140 feet,
Well, that went.
and you're back at the cart.
I'm gonna move 30 feet forward then.
You want to get out of the cart?
Yep. And stand to like the left of the horses. Yep.
Okay.
I will. Do I notice this dragonborn or this draconian rider on my right? Or no? Probably not.
What are you talking about?
The rider that came out of the fray to get us the extra rider that you
Oh,
just
yeah.
placed out.
You recognize? You see him? I don't think
Yeah.
you know him, but yeah, you see
No,
him.
no. I just asked, do I see him?
Yeah, you see him.
Yeah. Well, I'll just sling a firebolt at him then,
All right.
if I can. 16.
Let's see if that actually misses.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Belram.
I just saw Carrie take off. So I'm going to get lucky to go as fast as I can
Lucky
with
goes how far?
60 normal.
So. I should say these rots right here are like I should explain a little bit more. So, the river, the stream, it'd be rough terrain unless you cross where these rocks are at. Like these right here.
Yep.
But thankfully you're right in front of them, so it's not going to really hinder you too much. But here in the stream or the brushes or anything like this, like in the corners or whatever, it's going to be rough terrain.
So what's that? 15 feet normal to get
Yeah.
across, and which leaves me with 45 feet.
No. You're crossing right where you can cross without it being rough terrain. I'm just saying anywhere besides this location would be rough terrain trying to cross.
Okay. So charging horse, I'm not sure if it's the same as a dash where it's double or just normal
It's going to be
speed.
double.
So 120.
So you want to move 120 towards the riders in the back?
I'm going with Carrie.
Okay. Oh,
So I should be at least up to her.
you're
Oh,
about
right there?
The horse does goes
Okay.
faster to carry, though.
Oh, I thought the boots took her further. Okay.
But she had to get out. She also had to get out of the cart and everything too. So that took some. of her
And
movement.
so let's see. That's my move action. They're going to cross here. 10, 15, 20, 30.
Don't forget to rage.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that yet. So let's move. My action will be to dismount.
Your action would be to dismount. Got it.
I'm going to dismount, and I'm going to give Lucky to the injured soldiers and tell them, get on and get out. Go to the wagon.
Alright, as Lucky turns. It's not going to be able to carry all of them, but
I know.
we'll see. Alright. I want to wait
Yep.
for theirs. Is that your turn?
Let's see. That was action. Move. Are you
I'm
me
considering-
telling them?
Huh?
Yeah, that is all I am doing.
Okay. Ziggy, you're up.
All right. Are we assuming that our wagon came to a stop, or that like our wagon was moving as battle started?
I mean, it's up to you. You're driving it.
Well, I guess-
But I will say, for your instance, you see Carrie jump out and started running forward with her boots of speed.
Okay. My thing is, I want to get within longbow range of them. I want to make sure I can be about 100 feet, 150
So your
150
draft
feet away from them.
horses move. Why do
Yeah, I
have
don't know.
three? Your draft horses move 40 feet normally.
So
But they're
what I was
pulling a cart too, but they're trained for this cart, so I'll just say they have their full movement. I'll just say they probably won't get their dash action.
what I'm imagining is that we just let the horses continue their movement with the wagon closer to these guys. Like we're going to try to get them to load up in the wagon in the next couple rounds. But also have me able to launch some attacks at the guys as we're coming in.
So your action is to drive or to shoot.
We can't just rely on the horses continuing to run on their own.
You're gonna have to make an animal handling check. And I'll be doing some rolls on my part for the horses. If they're not being gathered, you might see some.
Like if I just drop
It's a
their rank.
risk either way. What you want to do? So
If they run over Lorwyn, I will kill you.
Yeah. So if I do something where like I go like yeehaw, get across the river and then stop and grab my bow real quick.
And remember, I did say the river would be rough terrain unless you're crossing on those exact rots. And right now, you're not lined up with the rots.
Oh, okay.
And even then, with the wagon, it might not be that great.
I get it. Can I just from jumping off the wagon and doing my movement get to where I'd be 150 feet away from the first rider?
Well, you do have this one right here that popped out of the trees. You have that one.
Well, we're trying to save people though, not ourselves.
You're talking about shooting people, and you want to be in a range of shooting people, and this guy was also somebody you could shoot.
Yeah.
But you want to jump off, move how many feet?
If I just jumped off and did my movement 30, would I still be able to take any arrow shots at the leading horseman coming in from the main group over there?
We got a yeet from T-Cat. So how far?
If I were to do my normal move, 30,
Yeah,
cross
that's
the river.
Your normal move.
Am I still 150 within 150 of the first guy?
I'd say you're exactly 150 right there. Like you're
Okay.
right on the cusp of 150. I'll give it to you.
All right. Well, let's we'll go with that then. I'm going to use my bonus action to hunter's mark that first guy. Oops. What happened here?
What's the range of Hunter's Mark?
Oh, you know what? Let's double check that.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
not within range.
That's all right.
You have no enemies. In
90
range.
feet actually, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 90 feet. 90 feet. You can probably get this guy if you want to Hunter's Mark him.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to target the guys who are like running.
I know who you're
people
trying to
down.
target. I'm just saying they're out of range. I'm just giving you no option if you don't want to waste Hunter's Mark.
I agree with you. Yeah, I'm just gonna save that. I'm gonna take some arrow shots at the lead horseman, trying to kind of distract them from chase to chase.
Well, there's 4 of them you can target, so
The lead one.
I mean, there's not really a lead one. They're all about roughly traveling the same amount. So you want to
Oh,
further
yeah. I
back,
guess from
the
me
white horse?
diagonally. How about the topmost one, the northmost guy?
Okay.
So I get 2 attacks. The first one was 14,
That misses.
and this. I'm gonna cry.
What was that one?
Natural 1.
You remember you're blessed, right?
Oh well.
But it's still a natural.
Natural one doesn't help.
That
the
would
first
no,
one-
but the first one maybe.
The first one is a +2, so I would have gotten a 16.
16 still misses.
Oh, man.
Roll me.
I'm gonna do this anymore.
Roll me a d8.
Don't worry, we're going to murder you in your sleep now so you can roll a new character.
3.
No, there's no characters. There's no party between
Roll
him and
your
the enemy.
damage
It's
there,
okay. Or not.
What happened?
Roll your damage, Ziggy.
Oh man, come on. I did a cool 6 points of piercing damage.
As oddly enough, as the horse that Belrum sits there for the people
no.
to get on the horse.
No.
The one
No,
trying to
no.
grab to get on the horse gets an arrow right in the shoulder, and that guy takes 6 points of bludgeoning or 6 points of piercing damage, as he's already struggling to try to get on this horse. He doesn't shoot the horse; he shoots the guy trying to climb onto the horse.
Good. No, I
forgot to add the horse in that roll.
The
so.
injured person. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, Ziggy just breaks his bow over his knee, throws it away, swears off archery altogether. I'll have to wait a few rounds before I can change my fighting style.
Belrum.
Good God.
The guy lets it.
I have a
I
+9
thought you were friends.
to archery. This is not fair.
I look over my shoulder at why he's yelling, and I see a. Let's see. Let me see if I recognize the arrow. Well, I guess I recognize the direction because it's coming from the opposite direction of the
It's
enemy.
definitely come from your party members.
I'm sure the rest of us are going like, oh my god.
Well, let me see if I don't want to rage this. How do I do a custom D100? There it is, D100. High, I recognize. Low, I don't.
Anyway,
40. I do not recognize who shot it, other than it came from our direction. I may have suspicions, but I do not recognize it.
All right, it's their turn. Alrighty.
I don't.
Ow. Actually, if I look back and if you really did break your bow, then I probably would know who shot that. Hoorah! Here we go.
Count down till Kerry goes down again.
Oh yeah.
Nah, they got to take me out first. That gives you at least one round.
Oh, Dugan,
Ooh.
could I have reattuned to the Amulet of Health?
I'm sure you would have plenty of time to do so.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Did you ever find out she gave it back to you?
I didn't notice when she did, but I assume I've had my hands in my pocket at some point.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Thank you. I know that's a bit of a renege, I'm sorry.
About to rage quit at this point. Oh gosh. Alright. They're gonna run up. They make 2 longsword attacks. The first one's gonna do the bellroom, so we get that one out of the way. There we go. 13 to hit bellroom? Probably not.
Negative.
How about a 14?
Negative.
Alright, the first 2 miss bellroom. They're now going to target the wounded soldiers, the other 3. First one, the 17, what do they have? They have an AC of 18, that's good, so that misses. Second attack, that was going to miss. 17 misses. Jeez, they're rolling. Oh, there's one 19. So this is the last roll, 18. So the one on this end gets 2 attacks on. So it's going to have to be one hand because they have to use the other hand to drive the horses. 4 plus 8. And then... This one on the hand on the black horse cuts right through these 2.
Ugh.
And they're now bleeding out. The other ones, they're able to get their shields up behind them and kind of block the blows. Oh, this one, oh yeah, I got to do these attacks against Jean. 13 misses, let's see, and 18 I think still misses because your AC is incredibly high.
AC's 20.
And it
Still
comes up,
misses.
ching, ching, just banging right off your armor. The wounded Kalaman soldier uses that action on the horse. That's pretty much all you can do. The other ones, they... how fast they move? I think they move like 15. Ah, there it is. These guys are helping each other. We get about that far, 15 feet. Vera, you're up.
Hydran should be able to, with a dash, go 100 feet.
100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you use your action to drive them. Keep that in mind.
That's fine.
Now I have a reason to pink the steed.
Wait till combat's over, please. Belrum is still in combat, okay?
Vera, you have your bonus action.
And movement.
Yeah.
I would like to dismount and get over next to the two that have fallen.
How far can you move? 30 feet?
Yes. Takes 5 feet to dismount for a knight.
Get up right there.
And I would like to taunt the one on the white steed, I suppose.
Okay.
Is a wisdom saving throw 15.
Wisdom saving throw. A 7. So there's
Alright.
disadvantages on everybody but you. Got it.
Yep. And that is my turn.
Gene, you got one that ran up right beside you.
I also got 2 dying in front of me, too. I'm gonna drive the horse forward.
You're gonna take an opportunity attack if you do so.
That's fine.
A natural 20. I'm just kidding. 14.
I panicked so quick, like, oh shoot.
That would have been a silvery barb, sir.
What 60 feet, right?
I believe so, yes.
For the warhorse?
Yep.
Well, that's 60 feet.
Can
It's your
I...
action to drive him.
Yep. How far am I from the 2 fallen?
About 50 feet.
Ugh, I need to get a little bit closer. Can I dash with the horse?
It takes up your dash with the horse.
Okay.
But you can get right up on him if you're trying to dash.
Yeah. I'll get it right up on him. And as a bonus action, I will cast Spare the Dying.
No, it took your
On
bonus action to dash.
Oh, it did?
though.
Oh, it
Yeah.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
Fudge. Okay. That's
So
all I can
how
say.
mounts work is like, while you're on the mounts, you control them with your actions. When you're not on them, they
okay.
get their own actions. So that's how that works.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Then that is all I can do right now.
All right. Oh, what does Stardust do? Ziggy, you forgot about Stardust. You're muted.
Yeah. So I would. Stardust was just running along beside me. I didn't give him a little bonus action, but
So
I
he
would
jumps
imagine
out
he'd
with
be.
you. All right.
Yeah.
You can give him anything. All right. Draft horses are just kind of gonna move forward a little bit. Say they probably get about right there with the rough terrain. I don't know why I have 3 draft horses on here, but whatever. Alrighty. Top of the round, and you know a D8. Who wants to give me a D8?
5. And did you do Laura Winston?
I thought we did. She
You
went
did.
second. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
I'm a 21.
My bad.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm gonna roll D6 here. Gene, as you're going forward, arrows are coming over the trees down from the fray, and I need a dexterity saving throw. One from you and one from your horse. Actually, I'll do the horse for you, so you don't get to worry about it.
That's a 5.
You got a 5?
I got 5. I don't have good dex. I have negative.
You take 15 points of piercing damage. So does your horse. Your horse is looking rough. So you take 15 points of damage as these arrows are coming over and hitting you. And you're unable to avoid them. Kiri, top of the round.
Yeah, I am gonna go double daggers at whoever's closest to me.
Double daggers?
Well, short sword and dagger.
They're all on horseback, so unless you're trying to attack the Kalaman army.
Yeah. Okay, short bow then.
Okay.
I will attack whoever's closest to me.
You got your.
And I'll be aiming for the.
You got your pick of the 4 riders. They're all equally close to you, pretty much.
Okay. White horse.
All right, white horse.
And I'll be aiming for the rider, not the horse.
Got it. I assumed so.
Yeah. That's 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And is he within 5 feet of any of my companions?
I would say Belram would be, because he had to run up and attack Belram. So yeah, you get sneak attack.
Nice. That is 7 plus 10. 17.
Oh, very nice. As he's kind of trying to hit Belram, and Belram's just able, accept the fan win. This arrow comes up right in the vital area of the shoulder, and he is now blood splattering everywhere. I would even say for flavor, splattering all over Belram.
Blood shower, yes!
You still have your movement.
Yeah, I might bonus action disengage and back up 30 feet.
Yeah, you don't need to disengage anything. You're not in combat with anybody.
Oh, sure, okay, just 30 feet
So those
back up.
other soldiers are the Kalaman soldiers that are wounded.
I know. It just all very mappy.
Where do you want to go?
Sort of back towards the carriage cart.
How far?
30 feet. And I might actually turn off my boots as well. That's a free action.
Alright. Remember you're blessed. I don't know if you... when you attacked. It doesn't matter. But keep in mind
it doesn't
that
matter on the attack, but can I put it on the damage?
No, blessed is for attacks.
Okay, yeah. No, all good.
Just keep in mind, I don't think you rolled it, but it didn't
No,
matter.
I didn't. I forgot, yep.
Lorwyn, you're up. And you're all the way in the back.
I can see that everybody has left me behind, and that guy is still coming towards me. So I'm going to look at him. Oh no. Try to shoot him with a firebolt again. See if that hits first. Hopefully it hits this time.
I forgot he was there. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're fine.
The tree is kind of
24.
24 hits.
For 7 fire damage. And start tracking it to the rocks. My full 30 movement.
To the crossing?
Yep.
Pretty much. You get out like right behind Ziggy.
Don't look back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And that is my turn.
Belram.
I believe there is somebody still near me, correct?
Yeah, right in front of you on a horse.
Isn't that special as I rage? Because they attacked me. Oh, mainly because they're living. I don't care if they had attacked me or not.
Remember, you're blessed. Too.
Yep. So let's see. Hey, look at that. A pixie appears within 5 feet of the nearest creature to me, which I believe took damage from Carrie. Let's see. What does this do? At the end of the current turn, it explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex
Where
or
you
take
putting
damage.
that?
Excellent. On the other side of it, away from me.
Can you put it up in the air? I'm assuming you want it up in the air because he's on a horse.
It's a pixie, so yes, it's flying in the air. Okay, so at the end of turn, I'm gonna need a dex saving throw.
Okay.
All right. Is that the one that carried damaged?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the one that I am raging. So we got wild magic in place. And let's go with attack number 1. What's behind Warhammer number 1? What do we got? A D4 too, right?
I would.
Well,
I
it
would
doesn't
say
matter. I
since
rolled
he's on
an.
horseback, we disadvantage because you're trying to swing up and he's on a horse.
Okay, I'll re-roll that.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
But if you're reckless attacking, it'd be a straight roll.
What's that?
If you're reckless attacking, it'd be a straight roll.
Well, yeah, I've got 2 enemies. I'm totally. They can try to hit me, but I'm full rage. I got some anger issues.
So if
Okay.
you're reckless attacking, it'd be a straight roll because reckless attack gives you advantage, but they have advantage on you.
Okay.
You doing that? So what was that first roll then?
The first roll was 19. Hold on.
Yeah, that hits.
19. Okay. And what does reckless do? That's just to hit, or is that also on damage?
Reckless gives you advantage,
Yeah, just advantage. Okay.
and they get advantage on you, but it just makes it easier for you to hit.
Yep. All right. Attack number 1. They take 5 points of damage.
How would Baron like to kill this guy off horseback? Because he has exactly 5 hit points.
Well, if he had a chest, it was in the past tense, as my hammer goes right through him. And, well, crap, my pixie won't be able to kill anyone or hurt anyone. And
Hurt
because
the
I,
horse.
yeah, I know. And then because I did kill someone, that means one of my feet goes off and I get yet another attack. So I get
So you're gonna move in
2
range
attacks
of
still.
another one?
Yes, I am. And I get 2 attacks on them. Same thing, Warhammer. That's a 12. Let me roll a d4 just in case.
Yeah, you are blessed, so
Yep. So 15 misses, I believe.
yeah, 15 misses.
Okay. Attack number 2.
21 hits.
Add that. Oh, okay. So 21, and then damage on it is going to be. Come on. Clear. 6 points. Bludge.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. You got it. As it crowds into his side, as he was just like full blown rage. Actually, I should have used my action on them for the guys running away. Oh, well, never mind. They'll keep that their actions, whatever. Is that your turn?
So the pixie will explode, and anything within 5 feet of it takes damage, but I don't think anything other than a horse, maybe. I'll let you. To rage. And then I'm going to summon another one on the other side of this enemy. And that's the end of my turn. Move it. Yeah.
So you have two out? 2 pixies out?
No, that first one explodes.
And the horse has to make a death save, right?
Correct.
14.
Makes it.
It takes no damage?
So
or-
nothing, no damage.
Okay. And then you're going to summon one on the other side of this one?
Correct. And then that's the end of turn. Actually, I can't do that yet. That has to happen on my turn. Cannot happen. So the second one doesn't appear yet.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh, beginning of your turn it happens. Got it.
Yeah.
Didn't reach. Alrighty. We now have. Let's see. I How much did the horse take? Let's see. Took 15. That's right.
Oh man, I should have popped the. I got an inspiration.
All right. This war horse is just going to run. This way, because it now has no rider. It's kind of acting on its free will. Ziggy, you're up.
Okay. It'd be it's looking at Belram, wondering what it would be like to actually be effective in combat. All right. Well, Ziggy's gonna run his movement forward towards the fray.
What's his movement? 30.
30. Yeah. I'm gonna hope that puts me in some sort of range to try my hunter's mark again.
30. And is Stardust running with you? Stardust 30.
No. I might do something different. I want to see how my attack goes.
Hunter's mark on who? It needs to be 60 feet.
90 feet.
Oh yeah, they're within range now.
Okay. I'll just put my hunter's mark on the closest bad guy.
Concentrating.
Yep. And does hunter's mark augment both attacks or just one attack?
I think it's just the first attack. Just read up on it. Which one? They're all equally the same amount.
Oh, it's whenever you hit with a weapon attack, it can deal an extra 1d6. So I'd imagine that augments both of them.
Okay. Where
Okay.
you want to put it?
Um,
They're all equally the same distance. So you want the first one, Balrum's fighting, or the other two?
not one spell. Belram's, he's fine. He doesn't need any
You got
somebody
these
else.
two, and you also have this one in the back.
How about the southmost one of the grouping there?
Towards the camera.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll hunter's mark that guy, and that was my bonus action to hunter's mark him, and then I'm just gonna be like, hey man, everybody makes mistakes. Go at it again. Good luck this time. Hopefully the blessing will help. And I'm gonna launch a couple attacks at this guy.
Okay.
Longbow attack is 21.
21 hits him.
All right. That did 9 points of piercing damage, plus a d6, which is 1, so 10 points of piercing damage altogether.
10 points to get all together. Got it.
Well, the first attack was 10 points.
All right.
Second attack is a 12. Do I
12
even bother
misses.
rolling a bless? I don't think bless is going to help me. I rolled a 2 on the bless, so I got 14 altogether.
14 misses.
Okay, well, regular miss is great right now.
Yeah,
I'm
just flies
happy
over the
for
head as the first one goes into. He launches
Okay.
forward as the second arrow just goes over his head as he's like winching forward with pain as he sits back up in his saddle, and as the other one going over his head, you just like misjudged the second shot and you fired it too quickly.
All right, Stardust. I can't give him any actions, but he's going to make his movement to basically just try to get into opportunity attack range with the guy chasing us.
Like where you want him to move then?
He's moving back towards the guy who came out of the woods.
Okay.
It's going to run interference for us. Is my plan.
What's his movement?
40.
And do you mean ready action?
Well, I
No
don't think I
opportunity?
can. Yeah,
you can do
just like,
either or. So you can ready an action for something if you know something's going to happen, or you can do an opportunity attack with the chance of it happening.
yeah. I guess
Either way is
my
about the
thought.
same.
Yeah, my thought was more just to move into melee range with him. I can't give him any sort of commands to do an attack or anything, but that at least he'd be enough to entangle or not entangle, but get the guy involved in an opportunity attack situation.
Got it. Ready. This one's dead. Let's go. This one that's fighting Belrum's gonna go. He's gonna fight Belrum. I'm gonna hit him twice. Or try to hit him twice, I should say. A 20 to hit Belrum.
That hit. Remember, he's I have reckless on,
Yeah,
so they have
right.
advantage.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Second attack is a 22.
Hits.
Alrighty. So they are driving a horse, so it's regular damage. Because he has to have a hand to drive the horse. So the first attack is 4 points of slashing damage.
And they've got to reach down because I'm a dwarf, so I'm pretty short.
So 5 points total on the first hit.
Slashing.
Slashing damage, the 4 slashing, which is 2 because you're raging, and then 1 fire damage. And
Okay.
then the next attack
So 3.
is a 7 slashing to 4 slashing, and then 3
Right.
fire damage.
A 6-10 total. Got it.
Alrighty. He's still going to run up to Vera and Jean. They make their attacks. Vera, they're going to attack on you. Natural 20 on Vera. The first attack. Second attack. Natural 19 for a 23. So the first one's crit damage.
Shield on the second one.
Casting shield to period. Okay. So it's just the crit damage. 6 points of slashing damage plus 4, so 10 total damage to Vera. And then this other one's going to try to attack Jean. That's 13 misses. And an 8 misses, so he completely misses.
That's a 12 on my con for a bless.
So yeah, you maintain. And this one is to right to where Lauren is, and I'll say, because how big Stardust is, he'll get opportunity attack on the horse. So Ziggy, you can roll an attack on the horse if you like.
Okay. I mean, doesn't that seem mean to the horse?
Huh?
Doesn't that seem mean to the horse? I guess
Well,
that makes sense.
Well, yeah,
We're in
'cause-
battle.
Yeah. Well, Stardust is height. It can only really attack the horse because the other one's on the horse.
Sure. We gotta grow him up, get him bigger.
Yeah.
Where is his stats that would allow me to do
It's
under actions?
it's under features. Or, it is. I think it is under actions for you.
So he's gonna do his fight attack. He rolled a 22.
Yeah, it works.
And then we're gonna do 9 points of piercing damage on the horse.
9 points of piercing damage. And let me get a dex saving throw from Stardust.
Stardust rolled an 8.
He's going to take some damage. Stardust takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he's trying to bite. He also gets kind of trampled over. Thematically, that's how I picture it in my head. And then they're going to run up and make 2 attacks with their longsword to Lorwyn. 14.
No.
All right, second attack. 21.
Teleport 10 feet away towards Ziggy.
How often can you use that in your book?
I have 3 charges, and they get renewed every dawn. I roll a d3.
$10 feet. Blasted. And that uses your reaction too, and all that good stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Alrighty. That was both of his attacks. Oh yeah, I forgot to put these guys down. I gotta roll death saving throws for these guys. And then the other ones move. Bear, you're up.
Can I, considering how tiny I am, fit between those 2 horses to go around them to the 2 people on the ground?
You'll take an opportunity attack from one of the one in front of you.
That's fine.
All right. Natural 20. Six points of slashing damage. And
Damage.
and 6 points of fire damage. So 9 total. No, right? No, 6. No, that's 12
It's 12.
total.
12 total.
Cannot do math. Con check.
Oh, that's 22.
Nice. The other one will get opportunity attack on you too. Are you going to try to take those too?
I haven't left his attack range. I stayed.
If you want to get up by
one.
the bodies, you will.
Okay.
Natural 3 is gonna miss. Well, it's fine. Yeah, they're both. The highest you roll was a 10, so you'll be able to get up there.
I was not going all the way around them. I was staying behind the horse.
Alright. You want to go there, though?
No, behind the horse. So when they take another attack at my companion here, I can whack at them. Or if they try to run away, I can whack at them with Sentinel. Either way.
I thought you were trying to go to the down people.
I am going next to them, but I wasn't going that far around them. Just close enough to them that I can action lay on hands.
That's what I'm saying. To actually lay on hands, you have to get closer, and that's why you would leave. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to figure out where you're going. If you want to get next to him, you would leave his range. That's why you got the opportunity attacks. If you were trying to do anything to touch them.
Okay.
So
I will
your
do that
option is to
then.
stay behind the horse, not get the chance to lay on hands, or move to him to get to lay on hands.
I will move all the way around him to get to him still and lay on hands.
Well, you don't have to move all the way around him. That's what I'm saying.
Lay on
I
hands.
thought you were trying to say you're trying to get in the middle of these two to be able to touch either one of them. But
I can't do it but once because it's an action, so I only need to touch the one. Besides, my cleric will get the next.
yeah.
So
Well,
I
you get
will
both,
lay
but
on
that's
hands
okay.
him for 1 HP, then I will move back behind the horse.
How much movement you got? You got 30 feet?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. All right. You gonna give him 1 HP?
Yep.
Or her? 1 HP. All right. Is that your turn?
I will bonus action taunt again.
Which one?
The one that is not Hunter's Mark.
All right. The brown. Oh, there's 2 of them. One engaging Belram, and the one is you were just fighting, or was trying to fight you.
Only one of them is close enough to me. The one in the middle.
Okay. The brown horse.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jean, you're up.
Oh, it's not automatic. You can roll for the save.
That's right. What is it? Wisdom?
It's wisdom 15.
Roll. 1. Rolled a natural 1, so okay. Jean, you're up.
Okay, I am going to do mass healing word to 6 people in the area, but I don't know how close they are. Are they
Bring your
within
mic
60
closer
feet?
to you.
Sorry. I was gonna do mass healing word, and it's up to 60 feet, but I don't know how close everybody is. Besides the 2
Mass
down.
healing word.
Yep.
You can get all the Calaman soldiers plus Ziggy.
Okay. I can get up to 6 people though, so I gotta kind of pick.
So you can get all the Calaman soldiers. You can get Ziggy. You can get Carrie. You can get Vera, and Belram.
Okay. And what about the 2 down?
That's what I'm saying. When I said you can get all of them.
Okay. So get the 2 down.
Well, one of them got brought back with 1 hit point, and the other one is still down.
Well, still, I'll give them some more extra kind of thing.
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, and the 3 that are still in range.
The other 3 that are running back are hurt. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's
and then
5.
I'll get the last one to Vera.
Vera. All right. Roll it.
And you guys get 6
set points to everybody. Dead.
points. Yep. Only thing else
you want to describe that as you cast it?
Yeah. Okay. So, red and black smoke come out and kind of oh my god, what's the word?
Embodied him.
Yep, embodies the person I'm healing, and you kind of get this pulse back. And as it starts to dissipate, you feel the healing, kind of like a warmth almost.
Alrighty.
I guess that's a bonus action. The only other thing I can do is maybe swing at the guy on the horse next to me.
You can?
Alright, let me give it a try with my mace. Oh, that's a nat 1. That's bad.
Roll me some damage.
Ziggy's like, I feel that.
7.
So,
you just healed him.
as you're swinging across, you bring out your mace. As you swing across, it kind of slips in your hand, and you clobber your horse, and your horse is now down, unconscious. And I need a dexterity saving throw from you with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
I'm not the only one. Yes.
Damn.
No. Holy shit.
Poor horse. Oh my goodness.
That's the only thing she could actually hit. That would be a fail.
You guys, we're gonna get in trouble with PETA.
What'd you get for your dex save?
15.
15?
15.
Alright, I will say your 15 is high enough to roll out of the way from being trapped under the horse. But the horse is now...
Thank God.
I need to go downstairs to get my dead horse miniature.
Oh, like,
Oh no.
But that is
Well, can I stand up? Because I haven't used my movement at all.
be half your movement to stand up.
Yep, that's fine. As long as I don't get advantage on my attacks to me, I'm good. And that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty, top of the round. Oh, actually, these. I'll say rough terrain. I'll probably get the little cart about right there. And top of the round, I need another D8.
No.
6.
You see another. Let me just use one of these guys. Peering out of the fray over here. Wounded. Has 8 hit points. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. But is wounded. Appears out of the fray.
Is it friendly or a?
A Calaman soldier.
Yep.
That's what happens on initiative 0. So, Carrie, what would you like to do?
Yarp. I hear the commotion behind me of people cluttering over this thing of rocks, and I'll turn around and be like, "Oh shit, there's still one there," and I'll aim for the one that's chasing Lorwyn.
All right.
That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Ugh, 5 damage.
Hey, 5 damage is better than no damage.
It was minimal. 1 on the die.
All right. Where would you like to go?
I'll just stay there.
All right, Lorwyn.
So the one on the, is it a brown and white horse? Between me and Carrie and Ziggy is a bad guy. I'm
No,
assuming.
that's a friendly. That's a
Oh, that's a
friendly.
friendly?
This
No.
one right here?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a friendly. Baron
Oh,
gave
okay.
a horse now.
Oh, so that's the one running away. Okay. Okay. Well, fuck it. I'll just turn around and this guy's still chasing me. Try to firebolt his ass. For the umpteenth million time. Nope. That's a 15. 15's a no.
15 misses.
Then I'm going to 30 straight ahead. As far as I can between Ziggy and our new friendly companion on a horse.
So you want to go this way?
No, I can move. We can move through friendly. So between.
I
I'd
mean,
like
there's
to
not
get
much
between the
room.
horse.
I'll say it'd be.
I would like to get between the guy on the horse and Carrie then. Yep. Right there in the middle. Yup. I'm good. I'm protected.
Sort of.
I have squishies surrounding me. I'm good.
Wow, that's how Lauren feels about her
Done.
companions. Belram, you're up.
all right. Well, I still have one near me, correct?
Yeah, you got one on horseback in front of you.
Yep. And he's got a pixie on the other side of him.
Oh, now he does.
Now he does.
Whatever. Fuck.
Correct. Oh, all right. So I'm still raging. I still have all this wonderful stuff. Normal attack because it's reckless. I am going to. With reckless, if I use my DM inspiration, now I actually do get
Advantage. Yes.
advantage. I'm popping it.
All right, you got it. Remember, you guys do
18.
afterwards.
Yep. 18. Do I need to add the D4?
18 is enough.
Okay. So attack number 1, and I do get the +2 because rage, so 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage as you clobber into him, hitting him. He is now bloody as blood splatters everywhere.
Excellent. Blood for the blood god. Attack number 2. Nat 20.
Woo!
First one in a long time.
It's a long time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go. This is crit damage. Roll. Really? 15 points of damage.
How would you like to murder this one?
DM's choice what part of the body my hammer is going to nail.
I mean, you've been caving him in the chest. That's what I'm imagining. So.
Yeah, chest, because that's going to be it. See, Lorwyn, I don't kill all horses.
I imagine Robert Baratheon move as you killing Rhaegar Targaryen in the middle of the river.
Okay, so because I killed it, I get to move up to 30 and attack. Is there any enemies near me?
Yeah, the one on the brown horse.
Perfect. Brown horse time. I'm so glad the pixie, I popped it at the beginning instead of waiting again. Oh my God. All
We're
right.
on nat 20s. I mean, how can you still be mad about it?
All right. 18.
18 hits.
Right. 8 points of damage.
Oh, nice. That's a nice hearty blow.
That is a good blow. So crap, pixie explodes. I mean, there's nothing there. I can't move it. I could just summon it.
Okay.
And tell it where to be. So if there's anything within it, again, if the horse is still there,
Yeah,
no,
the
it
horse,
looks like it's more than
so
5
the
feet.
horse has to roll dex save.
Dex, correct.
Draft horse. I need a war horse. 16.
Yeah, makes it. Good. And I am done.
Alrighty. We now have two of their horses unmanned. This is gonna run off, and then this one's gonna run off. You got opportunity tap Bellroom if you like.
Oh, is he trying to run away from me?
The horse that
Oh.
you just killed the guy that was on.
I'm not gonna attack a
Just give me
horse.
options. I don't know what you want.
I
to
would
do.
never
trap.
hurt. I would
Oh,
never.
yeah, only
hurt a
terrible
horse.
people hurt horses.
Ziggy, you're up.
Right. Hey, Gene, how's your horse? Remember, Ziggy's the one who just said that. Okay, I didn't say that.
Right. Ziggy's once again marveling at Belrum's effectiveness. A little nervous about the lady who's just beat the crud out of her own horse. It's just like he's got the little. It's not that he went and got the miniature, and now we're looking at the little unconscious horse there. It's just it's so
Dead
the
horse.
visual. Yeah, the visual is very gripping for all this. Sorry. I'm going to save my bonus action for now, my movement, just to see how this goes. I'm going to start attacking the guy I have the hunter's mark on.
Got it.
So we do a first attack with the longbow,
Why did I choose to be by Ziggy?
which is 25.
25 hits.
All right, we did so far 5 points of piercing damage. The hunter's mark gives me an extra 1, so I did 6 points of piercing damage, the least damage I could possibly do with an attack.
Nice.
I'm assuming he's still standing.
He's still barely sitting on this horse, yes.
All right, I'm going to do one more attack. I got a 22.
22 hits.
All right, I did 8 points of piercing damage.
How would you like to finally kill a person?
No kidding, right?
Yeah. How would you like to do this?
The guy in disbelief at the weird at the nerdy guy in the background. He's like, "What's going on? Where these arrows come from?" And as he turns to go, "What?" The last arrow just strikes him straight in the face, and he falls, flumps off of his horse in kind of almost like embarrassed of being killed by this young kid.
All right. What do you want to do now? You still have your movement, your bonus action.
My bonus action, I'm gonna have Stardust is gonna run and do a jumping bite attack on the guy chasing us.
All right. Roll a jumping bite attack. Still gonna be disadvantaged because he has to run and jump up. So I won't have Stardust making like agility checks or anything. Just roll attack with disadvantage.
Alrighty. Let me find where his guy is. Does it let me do... Alright, I just have to roll it twice. First roll is a 22. Second roll was a 24. So 22. I'm assuming that hits.
22 hits.
Okay. He did 4 points of damage altogether.
4 points of damage. You got it.
And he's like, in melee, if that guy wants to move, he's going to get an opportunity attack.
Or the horse will.
Yeah, however it works out.
Is that your turn?
We don't like horses.
Oh, actually, I forgot. Oh, it's not. Wait, it's not their turn yet. Never mind. It's their turn next. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to maintain position because I want to use my squishy body to protect our wizard.
Alrighty.
I'm okay with that.
This was. Hey, he's right in between actually of both Barom and Vera. So each one of y'all are going to get an attack.
The one on Balram will be at disadvantage since I taunted him.
Yep. The one on you, let's see. Natural 19 for a total of 23. You gonna take it?
I'll take it.
Alright. I don't know if you got your reaction back yet or not. I think you have actually. 7 points of slashing damage plus 2 more fire damage. So they would have had advantage because he's reckless attacking, so he'd get a straight roll on Belram. And 16 to hit Belram.
That hits.
You're going to take this 10 slashings reduced to 5 and 4 points of fire damage. So 9 total.
9 points total. Taken. Thank you.
This other one. Gets about right there. And it's going to attack the one on the horse. Because it's all the one it can really attack because Ziggy's just a little too far out of the way. Natural 19. 6 plus... I don't know, it's 8. 9 points of damage on that one. Where is their step? Who is that one? That one is... Cool. Thankfully, the mass healing word kept this one up because now he's bleeding. Well, actually, no, you get to attack, so let's see. 18 just hits. He might go down now. 3? No, 5? Yeah, he's down. Alright, and that's their turn, so we now... Oh, the Calaman troops. really move. I'll say they move probably like about like right there. I don't know. You got the dead horse in the way. Just step over the dead. Try to step over the dead horse and start moving. That's kind of hard. I moved all of them. The other ones. Oh yeah, I already moved them. All right, that's their turn. We now have Vera.
Is the horse dead or making saving throws?
The horse does not have the hero thing, so if it dies, it just dies.
Aw.
The hero status. I forgot what the appropriate term is.
Aw.
I give the soldiers it because they're kind of part of this combat. So
Right. I am going to make 2 attacks at the guy in front of me. I will use my Squire Feet Precise Strike to supposed to be at advantage, but he's on horse, so that'll make it a straight roll. First attack is not gonna hit. It's a 9.
Wasn't a nat 1, was it?
No.
14.
Second one probably not hitting either. 14.
Misses. Is that your turn? You staying there?
Can I move within a mile? I can speak telepathically to my elk. Could I move him
Where you want to move him to?
to try and get assist one of the Solamnia, or I guess they're Calaman.
Oh, try to get them a
soldiers.
ride?
Yeah,
Which one? You got the 2 that just stood up? You got the one that came out of the woods over here?
probably the one that came out of the woods.
What's the movement of the elk?
50 feet. If he dashes, it'll be 100.
I'll say that's enough. Like,
Of course, all I can do is just yell, "Get on the elk!" 'Cause,
what is this thing? Because I imagine it's more like it's a spirit animal. It's not a full blown animal.
yeah,
It's like what the fuck is this?
just get on it.
All right, draft horses are going to move up a little bit more. Kind of got people in the way. It's kind of avoiding. Alrighty. Oh yeah. All the horses are unmanned. About right here. Run that way. Actually, that's rough terrain, so it gets about right there. Alright, top of the round, we need another D8. I figure we all wipe the floor with these.
Another
guys.
8.
Nothing happens. Congratulations. Oh, actually, no, you have to roll again. Roll again.
One.
As this one, as they're moving, this one collapses. Well, the other one is trying to grab them and hold, so they will not be able to move next turn.
Bless is down, by the way. My last con check for that last attack was a 9.
Ooh, that's not good. And Carrie, you're up.
Yes. How many enemies are there now?
One,
Is it just the 2?
2.
Yeah.
And you feel the blast fade from you.
Mm-hmm. Because we're all a little bit squished up in there, I'm going to move 30 feet sort of into the middle of that no man's land there.
30 feet?
Yep. Yeah. And which one looks more bloody?
Let's see. The one in the back. Yeah.
One in the back?
Yeah, the one in the back. Looks slightly more bloody.
Yep.
The one
I'll-
the one that's on the brown horse is not bloody yet.
Ooh. Actually, there's 2 friendlies between me and the back one, so I will not go for that one in case I get a 1. So I'll go for the one that Belram and Vera are right next to.
Alright.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
And would that be sneak attack?
It is.
Cool. Ooh! 10 plus... That's 21 damage.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah! Yeah, I sort of run out from where I was bunched together. I just want to steal those 2's thunder, just whoop into the dude's face.
Got it. That your turn?
Yep.
Lorwyn.
I'm so sick and tired of seeing this guy chase us and not dying.
You have rewards.
Yup, I'm gonna add my D4. And just come on, give us a break. And firebolt at him.
You do have a nat 20. You could have did that one.
Well, I rolled a 20.
Nice. That hits.
For 5 fire damage.
He's still standing though.
Cool.
He looks
Running
at you.
30 feet in the other direction.
30?
Yep. Yep. You got this, Ziggy. I believe in you. That's my turn.
Alright. Belram.
Oh, we still have somebody right next to me, don't we?
You have a horse.
I do have a horse. Where's the closest enemy?
The one that's behind Ziggy in the back.
Nah, it's too far out of range. How far is that?
You try to get on that horse. How far is the one behind you? About 60 feet. About 60 feet.
Yep. Okay, we dash.
Dash, get near.
Oh, yeah.
Pitsy.
Pixie. Opposite side. And Pixie go boom. Because I can't do anything. Dash takes everything up.
Alright, this is debt saver, right?
Correct.
8.
Fails. Let's see. 1d6. Force damage.
What'd you get?
Yay! 2.
2 points of force damage.
So
Got
Pixie
it.
pops near it. And now he's got a dwarf right next to him.
Sweet. That your turn?
End turn.
Alright. Oh no, this was your horse. This horse. This horse. Run away. Ziggy, you're up.
All right. Ziggy is pleased to be fighting side by side this noble dwarven warrior. We're gonna have Stardust do his movement just to get right behind this bad guy, basically getting him into infused strikes distance.
What's the movement?
40.
I think it's about right there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
I'm
reach for
gonna.
infused strike?
I think it is within. I have to be within 30 feet of the Drake.
Okay. You're fine.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to move that hunter's mark over to this guy I'm about to attack.
It's not a range for a hunter's mark to move it, right? You just move it, right?
Right. Yeah, I think the range just matters with the casting. I'm going to switch to melee. I got my rapier, my fancy shield of soul.
I mean, you're still within range, and it'd be a straight attack. But if you try to go melee, it'd be disadvantaged because he's on horseback.
Oh, good point. But I'm far enough away. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
that's
get
what I'm saying. You're far enough away. You can still shoot him with the arrow.
All right, let's
try.
go back to the. We'll just shoot him with the arrows.
That one.
We did 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that does 8 points of piercing damage.
Ziggy, he has 5 points of hit, or I'm sorry, he has 4 hit points. How would you like to do this?
Oh man, because I got Hunter's Mark still. I got Infused thing. All right, so this guy's like we've damaged him already, and I'm just impaling him with so many arrows and electric lightnings coming up from Ziggy so much that he just chars and is gyrating with all these arrows coming out of him. It was just this outlandishly huge attack, and then he falls off his horse and slumps to the ground dead.
Nice. Let's see here. Kalman soldiers would have been net, so we got 1 down. 1 is just unconscious. Okay. I'm going to say in kind of a turn order because we do have some soldiers down and out. Vera.
I don't think I can get that far, but I will try.
I'll say these guys get in the cart. This one cannot move because it caught his friend that fell down. This gets on the...
I think we need to rush over and heal the horse that got hit in the head.
That's why I asked if it was dead.
Oh, right. I thought it was just
you did.
unconscious.
You did.
Well, it was like bludgeoning damage, though, right?
It already took arrow damage from the...
Alright.
So you're going to rush over where?
Go as far as I can to the down soldier.
30.
Yeah, I'll have to just use my action to dash, yeah.
Those boots would be nice now, wouldn't they?
Alrighty. Jean.
I'm gonna move towards the down person too, because.
For some reason, you're
I
coming
got
in low on
30.
the mic. So you got 30 feet?
Yeah, sorry, 30 feet. Yeah.
30 is about right there.
Okay. Alright, and then I will cast Healing Word at a 1st level.
Okay.
And he gets 6 points of health back. Whoa,
Alright.
brain.
As you take out the rest of these foes, a dozen mounted soldiers gallop from the tree line, rushing south toward the crossing. Calaman colors are visible in these soldiers' armor, despite the dense stains of the battle. It's easy to pick out Becklin among these riders, and an distinctive Islamic armor. Another figure sits behind her, sharing her steed. And you quickly can tell that is Lord Baccharis. So,
Hey, it's Lord Farquhar.
this is a group of 12 mounted soldiers, including them. You got my note. Thank you for arriving. We drew off the army soldiers so we can mount a retreat.
I discreetly hide the short sword sort of behind my body.
Give me a stealth check. Or what actually what is it?
Sleight of
Sleight of
hand.
hand.
Sleight of hand, there we go.
18.
I'll continue. I'm gonna have to go get his stats. I don't know if he had an actual stat block or not. He's wisdom is perception?
Yeah.
He meets it.
Ugh.
That's my sword! Somebody stole it before the attack of Vagler! It must have been you!
Huh? Sorry?
I want my sword back! That's my family sword!
Is this really the time?
We're in the middle of a battle right now.
Yes, it's my family sword! I need it back! If I had it, we
Right
probably could
now?
have won!
You've got a pretty nice whatever he's armed with that right there.
He looks at you and... What?
What is he armed with?
He has nothing right now. Probably gathered that it probably was lost in combat or something.
I mean, if you need a weapon, you can certainly have it back.
I would like my family sword back, yes!
Here you go. I hand it to him.
You hand him the sword of warning?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of shook by this, so he's expecting more of a fight or something from it, and he just takes it.
If he was armed, I would have fought, but...
Let's get back. We need to get back.
Yeah, how's everything going here? It looks sort of hairy.
There's no time to talk. We gotta retreat. The armies are coming. I'm
Right.
sorry. This is Becklin.
Didn't you just
not
want to
Derek.
argue over a sword?
No, that's him. This is Becklin.
Oh, okay.
The armies are coming. We need to get out of here.
Let's move then. We've got a cart full of injured soldiers. Let's go.
I guess everybody tried to pile in the cart, and probably right now there's only one of the Belrun's horses still on the battlefield. You probably grab it. The other ones
Yep.
kind of ran off. But I'll say they have probably a couple of horses, whatever. They lead you 6 miles east of Steel Springs, where the Kalaman soldiers have retreated to. She pulls you guys aside and says, Lord Barkus ordered an assault on the Dragon Army forces, unaware of the Dragon Army's reinforcements nearby. The battle swiftly swung against Kalaman's forces. Myself and the commanders ordered a swift withdrawal, saving many lives. In retreat, the forces commanded by Barkus the Younger were overwhelmed. Vargas the Younger is unaccompanied is unaccounted for, maybe believed dead. As you look over, like, he's got the sword, Lord Barkus, and he's just got this state of shock over his face. The Dragon Army doesn't seem to be pursuing the retreating troops. Becklin has word of Marshal Vilangi's forces are traveling from the west to protect the city. Becklin, I keep saying Derek, I gotta keep in mind it's Becklin, not him. They set up a camp and 15 miles west where everyone is safe. Let y'all have a long rest, but if you have a chance to talk, you can. But I will say we'll pick up there next time. The next episode will be our last episode with Silver. So, and then we'll get. So, next episode, the 28th, will be the last one with Silver. On the 4th is my mom's birthday, so we will not have a session. So, you'll have the night off to do whatever you want to do. And we'll pick up on the 11th with Mello returning. So, I have to figure out a creative way to bring her back in with where you guys are at, but we'll figure it out. Where there's a will, there's a way. With that being said, thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for hanging out. Laura, T-Cat, would you like to give one final shout out to your stream?
Sure. Again, I paint miniatures on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. And I play D&D 3 times a week. And on Fridays, I am here.
Got it. Silver Wolf?
I'll be streaming right after this. Going, hopefully, was Destiny, but looks like that got canceled, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. So it'll probably be a short stream. And then next Friday as well, until I come back here for you guys. So I'll do my last session with you guys, which has been a pleasure.
Belram?
So you could find me here on Twitch as Old Man Garrus. I stream Tuesdays through Sundays. Tomorrow we will be doing world building in D&D and reviewing some custom items and characters from homebrew games that people in chat have asked to be reviewed on there. And then No Man's Sky on Sunday.
Nice. If you're watching on YouTube, you like their content so far, clearly you have. You're still watching. Please leave a like, comment. If you don't want to leave a comment, leave an emoji. For the algorithm below. All the links to our Discord, Twitch channel, and all that. Come follow us over there too. Discord is where we do our giveaways. I currently do have a game posted, and it's for an evil side of the Order of Goblet. Hopefully, I get enough players for that. If not, I might not be able to run that one, but we'll see. With that being said, we love you very much, and next time we'll be live on the channel, probably some point over the weekend. I got a lot of prep work to do for all my campaigns, so just keep an eye out. So stick around for the raid. We'll figure out who we're raiding, and if you're a follower of the channel, these are free raid emotes for the followers, and then if you're a subscriber, here's these. So copy and paste those for whoever we raid. We'll decide that in a second. Until then, we love you very much. Have a good night.
Always knew a missing piece, waiting in the dark, like a quiet melody. That if I listened hard, I could hear the sound rising from the ground. Every moment until now, I was dying to change from a spark to a flame. I want fire, fire. Burns bright, I'm fighting to reach it, but the higher, higher I fly and fall into pieces inside. Even when it's hot, even when it's high, I'm never gonna quit, never gonna stop. Fire, fire. Tonight I'm lighting up the black sky. On the edge of giving up, letting go tonight. I have waited long enough. When I close my eyes, I can hear the sound rising from the ground. Wanna let it out, 'cause I'm starting to change from a spark to a flame. I want fire, fire. Burns bright, I'm fighting to reach it, but the higher, higher I fly and fall into pieces inside. Even but I won't go back again. Though I can feel